We are live. That's right. We are live once again. It's a Monday night. So congratulations. You got Monday in the book. We got through the Monday blahs, back to work. And now we're capping the night off with 3 hours of Monday Night Raw, as we always do here at the Wrasslin for Life Network. We're here for all the shows, and we got an insane week full of go-home shows, stories, lies, tricks, trades, and all a list of things, folks. Just tune in, enjoy the ride. We're going to take you through an adventure. Raw is kicking off. Let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are live. We are ready to go. We're back at it. And as always, if you didn't know, we are the Wrasslin for Life Network. And I am Mr. Every Night, the Iron Man of YouTube. I am KJ White, and I'm doing it right. And of course, I can't do this shit alone. So next to me is the Master of Mayhem, the Troublemaker, everybody's best friend.
The People's Champion, the Wrestling Rolodex. All the nicknames above.
Just tacking on now.
Right. I'm known for stomping over my own entrance here. Speaking of entrances, I have AJ Styles coming out right now. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was saying by year 2, it's gonna be 7 minutes of just nicknames.
Exactly. It's gonna be a 7-minute intro. But yeah, tonight's a stacked night. We're in Pittsburgh, PA, so we get the Hall of Famer Kurt Angle coming back tonight.
That's right. And the Bloodline is going to be here tonight, by the way.
I haven't heard that, but we're also getting the finals for the women's tag team tournament. So we've got Team Smiles and Team Puke and Powerful, as I called them, versus Kai and Sky.
Did you say Puke and Powerful?
Yes.
Oh, I know who's who.
Right. I think most people do.
All right, okay. Puke and Powerful. I like Team Smiley. It's a little less punch in the gut.
Just go for the kill shot.
That being said, Dolph Ziggler's on his way to the ring right now. Raw is kicking off. We are getting the Bloodline. By the way, if you've seen that Bloodline graphic with Sammy just looking all happy and Canadian and shit, it's amazing. But
I still like the meme that I just saw of when the drug dealer just hops it into every photo at the party.
Yeah.
That the Scott Moen, looks so out of place.
So right now we got this friendship between Dolph Ziggler and AJ Styles.
Who turns on who?
I don't know.
That's the typical WWE logic but how will they coexist?
Yeah, well,
it's weird to see that. I mean, Ziggles, we kind of always know that he's kind of just a good hand. He's never going to go too far up the card anymore. He might poke around up there, but I mean, he just went down to NXT. Is anyone else upset that AJ Styles is in this now? Like, this is the best you can do with AJ Styles.
You know what, though? I truly, and listen, if he ever wants to correct me on this, but I truly, truly believe, Nick, that AJ Styles is completely cool with his station in this company. Would he like to be a champion? Sure, probably. But I think he's just happy getting his money, not getting hurt, hanging out with his fan. That's what I think.
I think that he's kind of at that point in his career that he's just, he's just coasting through. He's going off legacy now at this point.
I think he knows there's maybe, I'm not saying he's down to like one more run, but I think he's very much a family man. And I think the schedule that he has with WWE allows him to enjoy that. And I think we've seen his style change, pun intended.
Oh, yeah.
So, and as this is happening, we're getting a replay of the Judgment Day, Beth Phoenix coming to the aid of Edge.
Yeah, the Edge in Toronto, his return home, to where he announced that come August, folks, we will probably be seeing the last of Edge.
Right? Coming home and staying home.
Yeah.
But that being said, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, we are here all week long. The Judgment Day is about to come out to the ring. But while they do that, because we know there's going to be a long-ass entrance, we will remind you, tomorrow we're back for NXT 2.0. Then we come back for Dynamite. Then on Thursday, we're hitting the Let's Rumble podcast. It is returning after a week off. And Not only will we get the man, the myth, the legend, CJ Brand, we also have a couple special guests coming on to talk about some stuff. If you don't know what stuff we're going to be talking about, go to our social media, check it out, share the news with everybody. You know, stories are popping. And where are you going to come with all your wrestling content? Right here at the Wrasslin for Life Network.
We may or may not have some exclusive information and everything like that. I'm not saying I'm an insider, might be an insider, not saying I'm an insider, but absolutely go and check that out, folks. Big things popping, little things stopping, as always. Like I keep saying, up to something, season never stops.
That's it. So we're going to roll right through. And then this weekend, after doubleheader Friday, we're going to head into the weekend. We got Worlds Collide. We got Clash at the Castle. We have All Out. 3 pay-per-views. We'll be here for all of it. So you're going to get a little, and a little extra love from the Wrasslin for Life Network this weekend. Tell everybody you know, aunts, uncles, pets, neighbors, strangers, randoms with wrestling t-shirts. Tell them all. We are here and we're going to be covering it. We'll keep everybody up to date. We have breaking news. We have exclusive news. We have our exclusive content and more and more and more coming your way. So if you haven't liked and subscribed yet, please do so.
We're your long distance wrestling homies.
That's it. We're the wrestling buddies you don't get in your real life.
Absolutely. And we get a nice little Saturday brunch because Clash at the Castle is a Saturday afternoon for us.
That's it. So bring your snacks, bring your picnic.
Brunch with the boys.
Yeah. For those on the West Coast, bring your brunch, your breakfast, bacon. Listen, I sign up on the wall that praises bacon. So you can never go wrong with bacon.
I don't think the people watching us are going to doubt that either one of us loves bacon.
There's no question.
Not even a debate.
If you don't like bacon, we got problems. But I know not everybody does. Go home show for Clash. We know this. Seth and Riddle got into a fight in the parking lot before Raw.
Interesting. I know they did last week. Did that happen again this week? And with this being the quote unquote go home, this absolutely is the go home show for Clash of the Castle because Friday is going to be taped, obviously, because they have to travel overseas. So this is a no spoiler zone. Keep it to yourself.
Yeah, shut up.
But absolutely. So this is the last thing that WWE is recording live before they head over to Wales. So this is the payoff for everything here, folks.
Mini botch. We got a mini botch, but they recovered well. AJ knocked Damian. What do you got?
Oh, I was going to say I've got Priest right now nailing Ziggler on the apron as AJ fights back.
Right now we got
Rocco.
We're heading into commercial break. So we're hit the first commercial already. Evening Rocco. Pink Ranger. How you doing?
Yes, Ronnie, Damian, Edward, Kofi, Davey, Rocco, Pink Ranger. I feel like I gotta get a whole roster list. Everybody. Hello.
It's always greatness here at the Wrasslin for Life Network. So thank you for being here. I promise I'm gonna behave. Yeah, I doubt it.
Watching you.
I don't mind seeing Kurt Angle manage Alpha Academy. I mean,
Facts.
I get it, but who cares?
Facts.
I mean, can we do it without Otis? Can we find Chad a new partner?
If you get Gable Stevenson or you get the Creed brother, you could balloon that out. You could make that what Diamond Wine should have been.
Right?
Or what even
I don't know, man.
American Alpha should have
been.
You
mean a faction that functions on the 3 eyes?
That was an interesting way to put that. You already had me with the faction that functions.
The faction that functions with 3 eyes.
That absolutely sounds like something Cable would say.
Right. That's preposterous. Right. Dale, how you doing, buddy? I hope you're having a good night. I hope you're ready for some wrestling. Hearing Roman Reigns will drop the titles this Saturday. A lot of reports of this, Nick.
I still say no. That's one of those of I won't believe that until I see it. That's because they're setting up for the tribal chief to go 1-on-1 with the great one in Hollywood at WrestleMania. So I feel absolutely they're going to keep. They may take a title off Roman, and I've been saying that they might have done that if they were going to still do the draft, which I still think they might do. They would take a title off of Roman, take the WWE title, so you can give that back to Raw. Keep him going with a 2+ year reign as Universal Champion, and just carry that all the way into the main event of WrestleMania 39.
Oh shit! Wait, you're right. Yeah, sorry to distract Nick, and I agree with you. But I'm getting a replay on WWE Instagram right now of Riddle and Seth Rollins being restrained. There's JB Noble, some referees. Seth goes topless.
But I like that. But it's been a long time since you've had stuff like that happen in WWE.
Yeah, I like this. It's just like a shot from a distance. Like the cameraman's not even with them. That's kind of lends to the,
like he's just following along. Like, oh, just shit, this is happening.
Yeah, Riddle goes sans flops, of course. Not much of a. Oh, so
why does no one in WWE use the foot stomp effectively on Matt Riddle?
Oh, wait, what?
He goes barefoot in the ring. I said, why does no one in WWE use effectively the foot stomp on Riddle?
I mean, if you're a heel in there with Riddle, that should be a go-to.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
Let's get back to some of these comments while we were on commercial.
I'm coming out of commercial now.
I'm still in.
Slow down a little for you.
No, you're fine. But JV says, Nick, why invest so much money promoting AJ Styles when he has maybe 1 or 2 years top out of him? I don't think that's the case at all. That's the thing is AJ's never been one of those guys that you hear has had, knock on wood, a serious injury or anything like that. He's managed to kind of keep his health throughout most of his career. And now he's working a style like, I guess, very much how The Miz argued with Daniel Bryan. AJ's now working a much safer style, especially because he's in WWE. So I think he's still got a while to go. Are we going to get Wrestle Kingdom AJ Styles probably ever again? Maybe for a night, but we're not going to get it for a run.
No.
But he's still going to be a top guy.
Yeah, no.
Roman, you would still take him as a threat.
Yeah, no, absolutely, Nick. And I mean, like I said, I honestly think he's in the twilights, which I mean, most people would agree with. But I do think he's pretty content with where he's at. I don't think like you said, you don't want him going through tables every week and doing high flying shit. And he's not as agile as he used to be. So, by the way, I got both men going for a tag.
Right. So see, we're like right there.
Here comes AJ. Damian. Bit of a blanket statement, but yeah, that's the rumor.
All right. Respectfully. Thank you, Captain Obvious.
I said respectfully.
Respectfully. I love you, Damon. Absolutely. I kid. But yeah, it's very much you see more and more. That's the thing is you're not seeing any reports about this dying down. You're just hearing about it still going and still kind of building. I've been saying it. It's a dumpster fire right now in AW's locker room.
Yeah, it's definitely gone kind of sideways, right? Like, I mean, we're looking at this, Nick, and it's just story after story. And you know what? You want to ignore a few of them and say, oh, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. But when it starts to sound like everybody's got an issue with somebody, it sounds very toxic over in the land of the free.
Right. And the same day, we got the CM Punk news. We also got the Eddie Kingston suspended news. And we got the Thunder Rosa issues backstage news. So that's 3 big stories all happening in the same day that you'd be amazed to even see one of those stories happen in WWE in like a month.
Well, and I mean, that goes to the whole situation of the control of things, right? Like generally, there's not a whole lot of WWE public heat, right? Like they're not digging into each other hard. The WWE controls that narrative. But they do their best to do that. Because Tony's kind of let like everybody just run free, eventually, just like a good tag team match, if there's no rules, things go to shit. And that's what it feels like is this one popped off at that one. Eddie's still answering tweets. Why is Eddie Kingston, a guy who's on national TV, competing at that level, answering fans and replying to, tweets from people. That shouldn't be happening.
I'll give you a pass on Eddie, though, because that's kind of just.
Of course you would. I love Eddie, but no.
Birds of a feather flock together.
Bucks keep doing it. Every time the Bucks have a fucking mood swing,
do you expect anything less from
every
them?
time they get their period, they tweet something and they can't help it.
Big backdrop by Damian on an AJ roll up.
Oh, by the way, ding dong. Hello, Chris.
All right. Hello, Chris.
Damian.
Hello, Aaron.
Damian Priest with the win.
You're like half second ahead. We're good.
Wow.
Yes. So Judgment Day picking up the win on Zigglypuff and AJ Styles.
Mm-hmm. And Damian Priest is actually looking like the badass of the group, by the way.
Well, he's the only one that's actually over probably like.
This was cool.
6 foot. Honestly, Rhea's the biggest badass out of that whole group, to be completely honest. She's looking like a straight up gangster out there with, the black eye makeup, the black lipstick, and just the open button up, everything. Christ, she's made Dom look like a fucking jobber.
Right?
Tried to think
no. That's not even true. She's made him look beyond a jobber.
Like I said, I tried to think of a nice way to put that.
All right.
Dom's gotten domed by Rhea. I'll put it that way.
Edge is here.
Oh, why? What?
Edge pulling up in a Mercedes.
But it's interesting to me still, though, that they've managed to try and make the Ministry of Main Event, try and pull them around after all this terrible booking.
It's fucked because they've completely soured the story, but now we're still kind of following it. And again, you fucked it up with Rey Mysterio. I hate to say it, but they keep putting Rey Mysterio in storylines with returning people, with people they're trying to get over, and it kills them because nobody.
He is the gatekeeper to end all gatekeepers of WWE.
He is the fucking killer. He's the gatekeeper that poisons you on the way in through the door. It's fucked.
And we're back in commercial now, folks, or at least I am, as Edge has gotten out of his car and is apparently walking towards ringside as Judgment Day rolls back into the ring.
I bet it takes him about 3 minutes to get to it in there.
Oh, yeah. So then what is Judgment Day just doing that whole time? Just
waiting around.
Shucks. Gee, man, where should we go when he comes down here? Can you believe he's coming after us? Motherfucker.
Right? Oh, no. Fucking hell. Rocco says AJ Styles does everything in WWE wanted. Beat Cena 3 times, was U.S. champion, was IC champ, was tag champion, 1 year run with the WWE champion, fought Brock and main evented with Taker on night 1. He is happy right now where he's at. I completely
I'm not knocking the man's credentials, but I'm still saying.
No, I don't think he is either.
Let alone AJ. You wouldn't want to see him main event in WrestleMania?
No, but I think he's content. I think he knows.
I understand that.
But I don't think he'll
get there. I'm
being
a guilty fan. I'm being a greedy fan here, I guess.
Yeah.
That match I know that there's more in there.
That match is out there. I just think he's found a very nice comfort zone. And again, when you know that you can go to the ring, work for 7 to 12 minutes a week, you know the moveset you're going to run. You're not taking a whole lot of high risk unless the phenomenal forearm goes poorly. And then you get to go home and play with your kids. I think that's what he's good with. Will we get another push up the chart? Absolutely. I think he's got more in him. I don't know if he's exactly knocking down the door saying, when's my turn? I think he's
fair enough. I guess, like I said, that's more of my. I know that there's more in there, and I want to see it.
Yeah, and I think we all do. I think I don't want to say I was critical of him, but I feel like he's been in cruise control for quite a while.
He's gotten complacent, and I know that's a terrible thing with a professional wrestler, but he's absolutely, to me, gotten complacent.
Some people say he got smart. He's later in his career. He's going to pit.
Oh, absolutely. I don't knock the hustle. Absolutely.
No, not at all. Right. Saskatoon. The only 2 things Styles needs is a Royal Rumble win and a Money in the Bank win.
Be the Grand Slam.
Well, I don't think he's going to win the Rumble in 2023. That's already spoken for. Money in the Bank 2023.
Already won Money in the Bank, so
right.
Be interesting to see what the landscape is a year plus later after the Papa Paul era.
Yeah, I want to. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it'll be interesting how this all maintains.
Yeah.
Why? Huh? Kofi, welcome back. Ronnie, welcome back. We live. We live, baby. You got to read everything in context.
You'll make it do what it do, baby.
Right. Wish was on that west side.
All right.
Damian.
All right, we East Coast boys over here.
Right. Extreme Rules is in October, and it's on a Saturday. Correct.
And it's almost sold out.
That's why Impact moved their pay-per-view from Saturday to Friday. So we'll be tripling up on a Friday, folks.
At this point, it almost feels as per usual.
Wait, time out. Bro.
Mm-hmm.
Edge pulls up in a Mercedes. Gets out of the car, starts walking forward like he's pissed. And then Rhea gets on the mic and they start calling him out. What the fuck was he supposed to be doing? Was he not on the way? Did he go to catering? What happened? Where'd he go?
You done this terrible thing and added logic into professional wrestling, and logic don't live here no more.
I just fucking assumed he was on the way to the ring. That's why they were waiting.
Oh, no. And still, if we already had Riddle and Seth Rollins brawling out in the parking lot before Raw kicked off, what the frig were you three clowns doing for 3+ minutes? Were you thinking of the promo?
Right. What's up, Edward? How you doing tonight? Kofi. Everyone loves bacon. Oh, that's how far we're behind. We just got to the bacon comments
Rapido.
My peacock ready for Saturday.
That's what she said.
Pause. I love this team of Dolph Ziggler, AJ.
They're not bad. It's
like two guys doing the same shit. I want to go down here for a second. What's up down here?
You're good.
Ronnie, everyone's favorite AEW fan. Look, Wednesday, United Empire for the Elite. I'm not getting into it, but that's a fuck up.
Big time. Why is that not your final? End.
All right.
Honestly, so this isn't a halfway bad promo from Judgment Day. I like the way it's saying, I'm a legend. Show me some respect. And honestly, Damian's just got that voice that he commands the room no matter what.
Oh, there he is. Did they just fuck up the entrance?
I don't know. It can't be that bad.
True or false? Edge coming out like this, trying to be all crazy like, doesn't work without the hair. We're missing the hair.
Yeah, the haircut makes no sense.
None.
He has the same haircut as Rhea Ripley. That's what he had in Judgment Day, and it just hasn't grown back yet. You can't do the everything that we used to do.
Big pop for Edge.
But so why? Okay. Why not be running? Well, I guess it's 3-on-1. So I guess smart move. I'll give you that. But we got to have the little promo off now and everything after he's walking in the ring like a badass of, I'm the Canadian Terminator. I'm here to kick ass. And now we've got to just promo.
They're in Pittsburgh, 3 hours away from his hometown.
I almost wonder how they're far away there from me. It can't be that far. Right here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Of course, Edge goes for the cheap Mick Foley pop.
That was my favorite shit ever. I'll have you know we both wear the pants in our family because it's 2022 And that's how you do it.
Because you're Canadian and you wear Canadian tuxedos.
It's true.
Ask Bret Hart.
Yes. Me and my lady are both wearing jeans. Deal with it.
I still want to see, to me, honestly, the match that I want to see more out of all of this whole kit and caboodle, the match that I want to see most is Rhea versus Beth.
Oh, yeah. Take my money. Run.
Right. That's how with all of these players involved, with Prince Devitt, with Finn Balor, with Punishment Martinez, Damian Priest, with Adam Copeland Edge, do you have Beth Phoenix and Rhea are the only one, like that's the only match you want to see out of this?
It really is. I mean,
sorry, that popped me.
I missed it.
Ed's talking about how it looks like they want to just buy tickets to the new My Chemical Romance tour.
Oh, see? They ruined it again. Wait a minute. Wait. Did I see that wrong? The WWE didn't. Wait, what? The heels are outnumbered. This is.
Hi.
I'm so
Well, now I have the Mysterios sneaking up behind with kendo sticks. Of course, sneaking up, though, in the brightest yellow shirts ever.
Yes, get him! Get him!
Are we supposed to be cheering for the heels, folks?
No, I'm cheering for the heel. I don't give a fuck. Get him!
How do you get your ass whooped when you sneak attack someone with kendo sticks?
Dom is definitely spending extended time in the gym. I will give him credit. He is bulking up slowly but surely every time we see him.
Yeah, he has to keep Rhea off him.
That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to get him
right. Just waking up having nightmares. This is my brutality.
Yo, I'm positive that this kid is trying not to laugh right now, and they're both kind of got smirks at times.
Oh, they're both trying not to break, but I still say, hey, I really like Rhea's look and everything.
Right now. Rhea Ripley's one of my favorite things.
Yeah, she looks amazing.
Right now. The attitude, the swagger, the way they're letting her just be herself.
$1 million right there. Book it, Hunter. That felt weird to say, but yeah, Dom absolutely looks more and more like Eddie by the fucking day.
Oh wait, she's grabbing his kendo stick. Look, she's gently telling him to put it down. It's poking out in the air.
Just the tip, just for a minute, just to see how
it feels. Vic, what's up?
Bro, she's whooped your ass how many times? Do something. Fight back, Dom. Fight back. I understand that she's a woman and everything, but goddamn.
I honestly thought the first kendo strikes were on her and Damian, so I was like, wait a minute, but I was wrong. What up, Curtis?
Now she's standing all three men down saying, I dare you. I dare. Okay. As Damian just like snatches her out of from like the ring ropes, just saying, get over here. Get your ass over here.
But what happened to Beth? Why no Beth? Like I thought that long dramatic pause between.
Right, he mentioned his wife half a dozen times, and then she doesn't show up.
The best part of that whole segment was Rhea Ripley, just because.
Right. Who looks like a badass the most in this entire segment? Rhea Ripley.
This sucks really bad.
However, Rhea over as the biggest badass on Monday Night Raw. I'll tell you that.
I'm a big fan of a badass anytime. Get it. So we're getting a replay of Dexter kidnapping The Miz. By the way, has The Miz been found?
Well, he must have been because we're getting him versus Bobby Lashley tonight.
Oh, good. So he made it back from Canada. So nobody wants to explain why, how, or anything. Just Miz got dragged away by a human being, and now he's back. Don't worry about it. Look, there he is. No big deal. What do you do? Drag you into the bathroom, give you a wedgie, and let you go? What happened?
It's very interesting to see where they're going to go with this whole Dexter Lumis thing because he's been back involved with Indy. Then he got arrested at NXT. You know, he's had to do the fake out. So, yeah, see, The Miz is back earlier today, but we, of course, don't get any, reasoning how he survived, what he had to do to get out of there.
Dexter versus Ciampa, though. if this keeps
I've
up.
heard Dexter. Well, what I had heard was Dexter versus AJ, but it seems like we might have been deviating from that.
I don't understand. It was like the fans were so excited about them. They were like, no. Let's make a baby face. I don't know.
Well, I'm still waiting to see Ciampa just lose his mind and just be like, I'm done with you, especially now that Gargano's back. I'm done.
I'm dying to find out.
You paused way too long after that.
If anyone just tuned in,
I'm done.
If anyone just tuned in, I'm okay. I promise. Canadian Border Patrol dragged Miz away thinking he was an Uso. Great. Santana Garrett works for NXT as a coach.
I'm surprised.
I know I'm going backwards. That was a random thought.
Well, no, I'm surprised that she's not. If she's doing that, I'm surprised she's not in ring because she's still a phenomenal talent.
Oh, is Tommaso Ciampa a future heavyweight champion? It's hard to say.
Not for a while.
It's not a slam dunk. I think so, though.
Or 3 years minimum, I should say, before we get there.
What's the main event tonight?
I believe right now it is Miz versus Bobby Lashley.
Okay. But I'm trying to do the math right now. That's a handful of shows that have ended with the mid-card titles as of late. 3 or 4.
Well, we got video packages and everything
going
along with it. We got a whole, basically their equivalent of My Sacrifice videos for Drew McIntyre. So
My Sacrifice.
Right. Hello, my friend. We'll meet up.
Oh, fuck. That almost should be like a career ender for our buddy Drew. Like, I'm sorry, they gave you the treatment. You
they gave you the, anyone that's out there of a certain vintage knows exactly what we're talking about and can remember those video packages, like instantly snaps into your head.
Right. Rocco's shooting on Money in the Bank, which we just got past that, I feel like. Johnny, Ciampa, or Styles. It's early, but at least 2 of those names are solid.
Early prediction, Johnny.
Early prediction, Johnny.
I feel I would go solid with that as an early and this Logan far Paul. Out. An early prediction, I would say, would be Johnny, because especially being his stature, all of that, he's the indie darling, all of that.
Can we quickly?
He works perfectly as coming up with the money in the bank and just cashing in.
Right, Batman, welcome to the show. We'll get back to that question in a second. Can we quickly talk about how they fucked up Judgment Day and that just got worse, not better? That this feud is shit from start to finish. That I don't get it.
Has it ever gotten better? It's just been downhill from the jump. Ever since they kicked Edge out because they needed a babyface.
But you did the right thing tonight. You gave Judgment Day a big W. And you're like, all right, they look good. And then 4 minutes later, they look like complete assholes, and we don't care anymore again. Like, you got to build.
You care about one person. You care about Rhea.
Rhea's got it locked in. She doesn't like, and again, of course, Rhea. No, as a professional wrestler, Rhea is doing everything right. She's doing so much good work.
Absolutely. If we didn't have Bayley come back this recently and everything, I'd still love to see Rhea versus Bianca for the belt.
Bayley come back.
You can blame it all on crazy. Why is Dark Order versus Best Friends in the finals of the Trios tournament? You were dead on there with the Trolls tournament. It doesn't make any sense.
I'm out. Breaking news. I know here at the Wrasslin for Life Network, we like breaking news.
We're full of breaking news.
And maybe this isn't that breaking news, but it's breaking news to my ears. Bad and or bougie and badass? Is that what they're going with? Did you catch that? I'm bougie and she's badass. Is that what she said?
I didn't catch that. I've got
fact checkers. What'd she call herself?
Then they're fitting even more in with my puke and powerful there.
Puke and powerful, it might be better than
sadly. If we've got Bougie and Badass, it's the same, format.
Man, it's the fucking Smiles Club. What are you smiling about? I haven't had a day that happy and I don't know how fucking long. Why are you smiling so much?
You don't have them good vitamins.
Right.
The hooks, SpongeBob, the hooks. And we've got Alexa Bliss coming out right now with Asuka also coming out right behind her. So we're getting, I believe, the 3 women for the 6-woman match at Clash of the Castle coming out.
Right. Do we see Sasha tonight? I don't know. Feels too like generally. You think maybe?
I think maybe. Well,
we talked about it earlier.
It's going to be interesting depending on when they have the finals for the women's tag, because I almost feel like if you have Sasha and Naomi come out, that ends the show. How do you follow that up?
Yeah,
outside of
fair enough.
Kurt with you suck.
Right. Are you surprised we haven't got Kurt yet?
No, we're still in the first hour. We're still not.
Yeah, but we usually get. Well, I mean, yeah, it's a 3-hour show to fill. Man, dear Papa Paul, cut off an hour of Raw.
Please. Listen to your buddy Big Kev.
Please listen.
Cut off that last hour. It didn't work for WCW. It doesn't work for WWE.
I appreciate the extra hours that we get to be on here. Blah 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 blah.
We'd still be talking for that extra hour anyways. Right? You ain't doing nothing.
That 10 to 11 hour is fucking useless. Hey,
it has been. It lately is though 3 hours has like flown right by.
WWE giving us their own version of the trios tournament.
Well, where was that comment? Damn it. Oh, yes.
Oh,
Damian says, why is Dark Order versus Best Friends in the finals of the Trolls? And you're right there with the Trolls, especially when you're talking about the Bucks. Trios tournament, it doesn't make any sense. Yes, I absolutely want to go look at Tony and say, make it make sense. Make it make sense that you would give away Ospreay and Aussie Open versus Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks for free on TV when you have a pay-per-view in less than like 3 days.
And why the fuck are you still giving the group Dark Order a rub or TV time or anything else? Everybody, Nick, I've heard you say it 1,000 fucking times about he's got such a big roster and he doesn't know what to do with it. Step 1, stop fucking using the shit people over and over and over. Like, we get it. Like, you love certain wrestlers more than you love others. But the general population doesn't generally feel, because they're general, that way. Like, honestly, like, I'm so fucking sick and tired of the Dark Order. The Dark Order died with Brody. Period. You killed it. You turned them into a gimmick. And it's unfortunate because you could have taken that big moment and dedicating a whole night to them to somehow push forward in the name of the man who passed on. But instead, you've been nothing but a fucking joke since he's passed on. You haven't done his name any honor. No credibility. And people keep like, the rumor, Bray Wyatt's going to take over in Dark Order. No, that ship sailed. That's gone. That's not happening. We're not doing that anytime soon. But Tony continually gives us repetition. Here's OC again. The best friends in the Dark Order are going to end up in the fucking the semifinals of this shit. Blows my mind.
Yeah, they are the semifinals. You're telling me though that the better match, the better booking. I understand what you're saying there with the Dark Order, but you're telling me that your better booking decision wouldn't be, say, the Dark Order versus United Empire, and then the Best Friends versus Kenny and the Young Bucks, or something like that. You could have split that up, and then you have. I've been saying for the longest time, just shut up and take my money when it comes to Ospreay versus Kenny, especially when they have legitimate heat. They've had cease and desist orders sent to each other. That whole backstage, that whole after.
How the fuck does that happen in wrestling?
Air to where they're literally having to hold each other back while Kenny's cutting a promo into Ospreay's face, and Ospreay.
I thought that was good though.
Right, but so you're going to tell me you're going to give that away on free TV after you just gave away what's supposed to be the main event for All Out in Moxley versus CM Punk?
But beyond that, and you're right, Nick. I don't want to take away anything from your argument, but what bothered me, you look at House of Black needs a win. We don't believe like House of Black is getting the Judgment Day treatment where they're just puttering because of stop-start booking. Death Triangle, Death Triangle's been in this company from day fucking one and haven't had any momentum the entire time outside of the Lucha Bros getting a tag title run. That's it.
Absolutely.
Why aren't those why is that not your semifinals? Somehow, the Death Triangle or House of Black. How the fuck do we end up with best friends doing anything? Trent should be a heel and move on away from them. Orange Cassidy is Orange Cassidy. There's a time and place. He's the equivalent of the Hurricane. He's your comic relief. I'm okay with him.
Company
But
mascot.
I'm not okay with you booking him like he's fucking awesome, because he's not. He's funny. He's cute. He's clever at best. So stop booking those guys. You fucking took Daniel Bryan, who was on a great run as one of the most, I think, over heels at that point, and you shove him in Blackpool Combat Club, and he's been almost irrelevant since. John Moxley's cursing and swearing at everybody and won't stop flipping the bird off like he just figured out how to do it. You got to shuffle things, and you got to put the right people in the right places. And I feel like that's what's bothering me the most about this booking. You do this big trios tournament, and you just told us it doesn't matter because it's the Young Bucks and all their fucking buddies.
I don't know what else to say because I think you just said absolutely anything and everything when it comes to that.
Right.
And trust me, folks, if you like that, it's only going to be even more on Thursday when we have Let's Rumble.
No, we got more. But yeah, I mean, for me, it's literally like, do you guys like us? Okay, you can be in the tournament. Let's go. Do you like us? No? Fuck off. Like, fuck. And you know what? If I was FTR, I would have petitioned. And maybe not Wardlow, but give us put us in the trios, us and somebody, and we win the trios. Oh, we can't do that. They'll be hurt. They'll be offended.
Could you imagine the trio of Wardlow and FTR like we're getting them versus Lethal?
They'd still go under the shitty Bucks.
Motor City Machine Guns.
Oh, fuck. I give up.
But for folks who are wondering why we weren't talking too much about the match that was just taking place, it was because it was Asuka, Bianca Belair, and Alexa Bliss versus 3 local enhancement talent. And, of course, I think you all know who won.
I got a backstage right now as we move forward from that job match. And we got Pierce talking to Ciampa. And I feel like Ciampa should be holding a fucking slow down sign.
Stop, slow. Stop, slow. Road construction ahead. Oh, no, I like Curtis's comment here. I was going to go somewhere with it.
Yeah, I mean, you can click on some of these. We suck at this.
But no, Curtis over here saying no one does a pop like Mick Foley right here in Little Rock, Arkansas.
Right.
But absolutely, folks, you are right here with the Wrasslin for Life Network. So absolutely, thank you for tuning in.
Listen, I've been pounding this drum, Nick, that we legitimately do not have enough of that. Get the cheap pop. There's nothing wrong with it. It's your fucking job. And we got away from it. And the guys that get it, like, we talk about Pat McAfee and we talk about the Acclaimed, and there's a whole bunch in between there where the audience participation is important, especially when you make them sit through fucking commercials.
Absolutely. Rocco says, did you notice Ciampa's beard is going gray once Papa H is in control, and while Vince McMahon was in charge, the beard was brown. Yeah, he's working out that Just for Men.
Listen, you fucking know how I felt about that because the man betrayed me. I was rocking the nice, me and Ciampa both had the nice gray strip, and this asshole went and dyed it. I don't know what that last move was, but we're going with it.
I don't know, but ladies and gentlemen, right now we are getting Kurt Angle coming out.
I love it because you're slightly behind me, so your excitement is like I get to live it twice.
There we go.
Oh, I clicked on that one 3 times. Yeah, so Kurt Angle is in the building.
But yes, no, JR, absolutely. Hello, thank you. And thank you to all the new faces tuning in, checking us out and everything. Like I keep saying, big things popping, little things stopping over here.
That's right. That's right.
So now, have you heard the stories about how, like, I believe it's Edge that feels bad that now it's kind of he's gotten Kurt Angle stuck with the "you suck" chants?
No, I don't think he really feels bad. There's no way.
Well, I mean, Kurt does kind of play into it like he did with his Hall of Fame speech and everything.
Well, that's it, right? Like, I mean, eventually it becomes endearing, right? And then it will never go away. It's just one of those things.
It's a little bit, no offense, and I guess I've kind of cursed us here on the channel with it. It was a little bit of the what chant. And speaking of the cheap putt, of course, Kurt starts us off right with it. It's great to be here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Yo, he brought him out. Yo.
Sheesh. So we do have the Alpha Academy coming out too. Did he call them out or are they interrupting?
I thought he called them out.
I think they're interrupting.
I get distracted, folks.
They got the varsity jackets on and everything. They're bringing Kurt a varsity jacket. They want him to be a part of Alpha Academy. Yes, that's what we're getting.
Yeah. No. What's up? What? Chris, Triple H, please turn Raquel Rodriguez heel.
You mean like she was before?
Just make her a badass. She's fucking amazing. She's a solid wrestler. And you got her smiling.
Well, and I know I've seen people in the chat mention it and everything like that, but what do you think about now with that? At least I'm in commercial, folks. What do you think about what up, Aaron? What do you think about Braun Strowman potentially coming back to WWE? I thought he was too far CYN of he had the whole like Road Warrior haircut and
he didn't get paid from CYN for shit. So
yeah, but he seems like he's out to freaking pasture.
Money. As long as he hasn't offended Triple H or Stephanie, I think he's good to go. But I don't like Braun Strowman. I don't care for him. I think he's a one-trick pony. I mean, it's kind of the curse of the big man, right? Like you don't really know what to do with them, and if they're not booked well, which he wasn't, it gets tough.
But I think though that's the thing is if Hunter does what he's been talking about and adds this depth, and you've got Cody, you've got Lashley, you've got Roman, you've got Cross, you've got Drew.
Okay.
Christ, even if we want to go, you've got AJ, you've got Nakamura. Now you could have Braun Strowman. He pops in, he works a story, then he pops back out. He comes in, he works a story, then he pops back out.
Well,
I mean, get sick of the big man if he's not there all the time.
Yeah.
What are you getting time bombed over there?
Yeah. Yep. That was funny as shit. There's I got it. The fucking
You good?
Yeah, it's just those fucking Canadian mosquitoes.
Yeah, I got it. The size of a maple leaf.
That's not where I thought you were going with that. But that being said, I don't even know what the fuck we were talking about, but
we're talking about Braun coming to WWE.
Oh, I mean, if we start adding things shit up, I mean, Braun, last week the rumor was Bo Dallas has decided to return to wrestling. Ding. Redbeard's already wrestling. We need
Bray's been the overarching theory the whole time.
We need 6, folks. I need 6.
Oh, well, I mean, Christ, that's pretty much all
Alexa's
of the
still there, right? Got the call. Okay, we're getting there.
JR saying no Braun. Edward saying that ship has sailed. They should have pulled the trigger back on him in 2018. Yeah, that's the thing is now I think he's gone too far. He's up there with EC3 of just fully bought in to control your narrative that I don't even think they understand what it is.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I feel like they kind of gave up on it. Like it feels like maybe I'm wrong. I haven't followed it close enough, but it almost feels like a fucking it's
hard to follow something close when it shows up when it fucking wants to.
You know, like that tree house in the back of one of your friend's house that was like 3/4 built for like 5 years, and then eventually it was just like dad knocked it out of the tree. Like it's that kind of feel. Like they started building something and they were like, I don't know what to do with it. What do you want to do? I don't know.
I may have that time been in one of those houses that had just, the silver shit before you put the siding on for a little while.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. Braun as a big man to support somebody like a Bray, probably.
Well,
Kurt Angle looks like a turtle.
Jesus.
He's one of my favorite.
Donatello, Raphael, Michelangelo, Leonardo.
Kinda, right? Turtle. KJ, with all the returns, it seems that Triple H is planning the next few months. Do you think the roster is going to be deep enough where you can have a title split and have a world title? I really think and that might be why it hasn't happened yet, is he's telling, USA, I know you want a champion, but he isn't fighting on SmackDown either. Relax. But we do have to build up the rosters. And I do think step one is building the depth. And on top of building the depth is not allowing Tony to have anybody if possible. So that's why he's expanding to Europe.
He's out AEWing AEW. That's the thing. And that's what makes this super interesting. Because like I've been saying this for the longest time, is nothing, well, up until like the last week or so, nothing within AEW has changed. Just the landscape around it has changed. And now we've, even like when we were watching NWA and everything, it was interesting to see maybe Hunter pulls in a Nick Aldis, maybe he pulls in a Mickey James. Maybe he starts pulling from some of these people from AEW that aren't quite so happy. Go ahead. No, you're good. I was done.
So Gable's giving the fans shit and Kurt's just being quiet. I will point out that Kurt did not come out in a suit. If anybody who's not watching right now, Kurt looks like he's ready to whoop some ass. So
he's still coming out in like the world's greatest tag team outfit. Like I still like that whole look. Like,
man, that looks like comfy as shit. I
was gonna say, Kurt's out here in the comfiest fucking pajamas right now. in a velour tracksuit with the stars and stripes on it.
Bro, full confession, just between me and you.
This is my confession.
Just between me and you. When I was in high school, I totally rocked a velour suit.
You got a little bit of the pies on.
Totally rocked the velour suit, but I had like the fucking, like I looked like the bassist from Korn with my head. Good for that.
No, but I won't lie. I dig Kurt's like comfy pajamas, his velour pajamas right now, because as you can see, I'm wearing a hockey jersey because I'm a big boy, as the name gives off. So I would absolutely love them. Them pajamas look comfy. But we're seeing Gable and Otis trying to recruit Kurt Angle into the Alpha Academy. Maybe we get like what people have been talking about.
He turned him down.
Oh, well, screw you and your fucking future Canada time.
Excuse me? Chad Gable's getting over with me, slowly but surely.
Oh, I've been saying this. He's a shorter Kurt Angle. You can look at him side by side. I understand that they did the Jason Jordan as Kurt Angle's son as a rib, but if they were actually going to try and do that storyline, Chad Gable would have made perfect sense. The man looks like a slightly shorter Kurt Angle, and he's got the same caliber.
Whoa! Yo, he just shushed Kurt!
Shush!
Are you at the shush? No. Has he thrown the jacket at him yet?
I just got him doing the like the Booker T. Tell me you did just say that. Tell me you didn't just say that. Damian, we've been there and we've tried that before, making Kurt Angle as the general manager of Raw. I think the shows, honestly, right now halfway go well without a true full figurehead. Because WWE can't do an authority figure without them, taking up too much airtime.
They're having a shush off.
Go on.
There you are, Victor. Thank you for being here.
The great one has arrived.
The great one's late one.
That's because this channel, the ones, and all the other, the twos.
You don't shush-a-shusher.
Shush. Right.
You don't shush-a-shusher.
Tell me this doesn't look like a father and son arguing right now. This looks like, no, clean up your room. I did clean up my room. Did you take out the trash? I took out the trash.
Aww,
you're telling me you couldn't see like the dorky Kurt Angle with like the little cowboy hat on. You couldn't see Gable doing the same exact thing. Oh, we've got the Street Profits coming out.
Yo, I don't know how I feel about the names on the junk, dude. We got to talk about it. It just aesthetically looks awkward.
Pause.
Right? Like, why are your shorts backwards?
I don't know. Right, facts. I mean, but I do kind of like their whole look. And of course, they've got the Steelers.
Wait, it looks like their fucking shorts are backwards. They got their names on their junk.
It is what it is.
Right.
How does Montez Ford look like the biggest person out of everybody here?
Listen, dude, I'm sorry, dude. I mean, I love you, bro, but I can't do Street Profits and fucking Otis and Gable all over again. How many times have we seen this shit?
No. All right. So, folks, you just got me right now. You're good.
Seriously, I just can't.
Okay, bye. So the Street Profits out here saying we want the smoke as Gable shushes them. I guess I had to shush KJ there. Ricker don't give a shit. Yes, absolutely. Turtle. I like turtles. Absolutely.
Yo. Sorry. I know I'm not supposed to be here, but if Alpha Academy beats the Street Profits, Kurt Angle has to not only join Alpha Academy, he's got to be like Chad's bitch.
What?
What?
So, folks, if you didn't know who's winning later on tonight between the Street Profits and Alpha Academy, you absolutely do now. Because there's no way they're going to have Kurt Angle be basically Chad Gable's freaking butler.
Could you imagine, though, he comes back as a patsy for Chad?
He should be. It's true. It's damn true is what Kurt Angle says. I don't think it's going to be true at all. I think we're very much going to get the Street Profits win here. Especially they're out here in Pittsburgh colors. They're out here with Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle's not going to be anybody's what? Yeah, Kurt Angle's not going to be losing to or being the Alfred to Chad Gable's Batman. What? Kurt Angle back one time, in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. What? But folks, I am right now in commercial. We are the Wrestling for Life Network. Thank you absolutely for tuning in. We are rolling through. We are just about passing the first hour of Monday Night Raw. And how you doing, folks? We are here tonight for the rest of Raw, and we'll be back here tomorrow night for NXT. Wednesday night Dynamite. We're getting Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks versus United Empire in the trios semifinal. Why? I don't know. That Tony thinks that's a good idea to book it. What? Should have had that on a pay-per-view. What? Then we're going to be here Thursday for the Let's Rumble podcast. And if you haven't checked out our Twitter, our Instagram, all of that, we have an exclusive interview coming up on Thursday. And we've already got, a little bit of details coming out from that, dealing with the whole Vince Russo being a consultant with USA Network. So absolutely go ahead, check that out right now. Like I've been saying, folks, and you know this by now, big things popping, little things stopping over here. We are still constantly growing every single step of the way and keeping it rolling. We are going to be here on Friday night for a doubleheader of SmackDown and Rampage. And then what? We're kicking it off into the craziest weekend in professional wrestling in quite a while. What? We're going to be getting Clash of the Castle, brunch with the boys. We're getting that at about 1:00 Eastern time on Saturday. What? Then we're going to be getting Worlds Collide, NXT get invaded by NXT UK. We're getting titles unified. We're seeing the end pretty much of NXT UK until apparently 2023 when we get NXT Europe. What? And then we're going to have All Out. This has been, honestly, I feel the weakest built AEW pay-per-view that they've had in quite some time, if ever. Honestly, it feels like what are you folks excited for All Out? We already kind of got the main event, or what's supposed to be the main event last week between Mox and Punk for the titles. So what are you excited for still for All Out? But that's going to be a nut up or shut up moment for AEW. We've already heard rumors about potentially MJF shows up. Tony, obviously, we know he tends to pull some stuff up out of his, hoo-ha and everything else. So what does he pull out for All Out? Pause. Velveteen Dream arrested. Is that news? I I know we had heard the speculation about potentially WWE being interested in him, but did he already get arrested the same day that they announced they were interested in him? What? Are they going to add more matches for Clash of the Castle? I almost don't know, because I feel like they might be giving it a little bit of time. They're not going to go. They don't want to fully overpack that, I feel. August 20th, out on bond. What? KJ can update y'all with that right now when he comes back. But we've got Kurt Angle at ringside right now as we're kicking off between the Street Profits and Alpha Academy. Folks, let me know who you have for this match. I'm going with Street Profits. I don't see Alpha Academy winning and managing to pretty much make Kurt Angle Chad Gable's bitch for an extended period of time. And Kurt Angle has to join Alpha Academy. If they do that, it would be very much a heel turn for Kurt in his hometown, and I don't think that that's going to happen, folks. Dale saying he's heard that. So then fill me in, Dale, because I'm right now watching Raw, chatting with y'all folks, so I haven't been able to keep up to date on, I got a lot of screens and a lot of things going on. So Serena Williams is having a great first round U.S. Open match. Well, Serena Williams is probably, if not the GOAT of women's tennis. So that, I feel, goes without saying. They just added the match, Edge and Ray versus Judgment Day. I thought that was already there. I feel like I've been saying that match for the longest time. I've been saying that match since KJ was out here thinking all those little video packages weren't just Edge and were going to be Bray Wyatt. So I think I guess that's where we get the heel turn for Dom or something, because I feel if they don't do that, the story's just keeping going dead in the water. Edwards saying he's taking the Profits. Yes, folks, let us know who you got. Right now, it's Chad Gable and Montez Ford in the ring, with Gable pretty much working over Ford and taunting Angle, who's at ringside. Street Profits for the win. So Damian again agrees. Is anybody out there taking Alpha Academy thinking that they're going to manage to pull off the win and Kurt Angle's going to join Alpha Academy tonight? And big tag into Dawkins. Oh, somersault splash. One count. Why is Kurt not on commentary? I almost wonder if they don't trust what he's going to say. And also, I don't know. That's an interesting thought. Honestly, I hadn't really taken that too much into consideration. So do you think maybe that Kurt gets involved and he honestly does heel turn, or do we get another Kurt run? I'd be very surprised, but he might want that Ric Flair one last match. And Dawkins and Chad Gable are just absolutely fluid right now. You're getting arm drag, followed by arm drag, followed by drop kick, followed by kip up. And Otis, the human tree trunk, gets knocked down as Dawkins going flying, folks. Over the top rope sent onto Alpha Academy. So, folks, I know I got a few predictions so far. Let me know who you're taking in this match. Let me know what you're excited for tonight on Raw. Let me know what you're excited for at Clash, because this is the true, I say, go home show for Clash, because it's the last live event that WWE is doing before Clash. So they're not going to do some big reveal or something at a SmackDown taping that's a week old plus or anything like that. So if we're going to get something like maybe a Sasha and Naomi come out after we get the finals of the women's tag team tournament match, maybe something like that happens. Maybe we get another surprise return. We already didn't expect Dexter Lumis. We didn't expect Karrion Kross. So what else does Hunter have up his sleeve? But let me know what you're thinking, folks. Hi. I love it, guys, but I can't be doing the Stone Cold all night. People want to still kind of know what's going on. I know Austin, it works for him because he's got the broken skull, sessions and all that. But I kind of can't on that. I kind of ain't on that level. See, I glitched out. See, I ain't that full of a professional yet. But Victor saying, spoiler alert, if time permitting at the end of Raw, Sasha Banks is supposed to return tonight. Victor. If Sasha's supposed to return tonight, well, one, is it just Sasha or is it Sasha and Naomi? And two, why would that be time permitting? Why are you not making time to have probably the hottest two people talked about in professional wrestling that are supposedly not in your company right now, not make time for them to show up on your show, your go-home show before your largest, first in a long time UK pay-per-view. Big crossbody from Montez Ford onto Chad Gable. Yeah, boss time. I've been saying that we're going to get them to come out when we get the winner of the tag title tournament. Moonsault. Wow. 2 count after a moonsault from Montez Ford. And they even said it on commentary, that man is a special athlete. That man, I understand, and I like that the Street Profits work great as a tag team. But that man also absolutely has a built-in, ready-to-go singles run in front of him. Superplex from Gable onto Ford. Reports said only Sasha. Well, we'll see. Like I said, I've been saying that I think that we're going to get Sasha and Naomi returning whenever we get a quote-unquote new champion crown, and they'll come out with the belts. Hopefully they don't stink like Johnny Ace. But I think that we could very much see them come out tonight. So, folks, while I'm a commercial, I know you already heard my whole spiel and everything like that about us being the Wrestling for Life Network. But as I try and cue this up here real quick, do yourself a favor if you're going to any live event right now. If you're going to, you might be having a hard time trying to go to Clash of the Castle, but if you're going to Survivor Series, if you're going to Extreme Rules, if you're going to anything when it comes to, it doesn't even have to be professional wrestling. If you're going to a concert, if you're going to go and see a show, absolutely use SeatGeek. They give you the best deals. They let you know it's green if it's a good deal, if it's red if it's a bad deal, and it gives you even a view of what your view of the stage is, everything going to look like. So when you go and use SeatGeek, use code Wrasslin, save yourself $20 on your first purchase. Use that anytime you're going to, like I said, going to see anything, whether you're going to see a concert, whether you're going to see a professional wrestling show, whether you're going to see a stand-up show. Use SeatGeek, use code Wrasslin, save yourself $20, folks. Nakamura versus Happy Corbin this Friday on SmackDown as well. I'm not interested by that, honestly. I saw they're going to treat the women. I saw they're going to treat the women's tag team finals like a big deal. Well, if they do, then like I said, I think that means that somebody's returning. I don't think that they're going to go back and make a whole big deal about this and have, a whole finals. And especially now you've got Kai and Sky, who I think are the clear favorites to win it. Imagine the stare off between Sasha and Bayley after Kai and Sky are sitting there holding up the tag belts. I think it's a story that writes itself, and it sets itself up perfectly for post-Clash, or maybe, well, we already had it advertised sort of a Clash, but sets it up perfectly for post-Clash. I thought we might have been able to sneak it on and have them replace Alexa and Asuka, but I don't think we got enough time. One of the women's finals match be the main event tonight. And if it is, then like I said, you can sign, seal, and deliver it. I would say you would bet good money that Sasha and I believe Naomi are returning tonight. But there is also the strong potential that it could be Miz versus Lashley, which I believe might be for the U.S. title. I can't confirm that. But so it could be either one of those two as the main event. And right now I'm getting a video package for Roman and the Bloodline. What did you guys think of Roman just laying waste to Drew McIntyre and then sitting there with the folded chair right across his throat as the Usos and Sammy throw one championship on that shoulder, another championship on that shoulder, and he just said, I run this. I feel absolutely he is the best professional wrestler doing it right now. He may not be the most technical. He may not be this. He may not, right. However you want to try and pick apart or hate on him. But that man checks absolutely the most boxes, and he's doing it in, honestly, the biggest company doing it right now. And we are back to action, folks. We have Gable. Oh, DDT from Montez onto Gable. We've got Dawkins hyping up for the hot tag with Otis dancing around outside. WWE also discussing bringing back the Monster Among Men, Braun Strowman. Yes, Victor, we did touch on that a little bit earlier. I feel like he's starting to almost ride back. He's starting to almost Ultimate Warrior himself. So I don't know if that's the best move. And I don't know what you really do with him outside of, okay, cool. He's came back. He destroyed some shit. And then what? That's the big problem with him. And then what? Velveteen Dream was arrested for having an out-of-county warrant for 2 count from Otis on to Ford. Velveteen. Just when we thought you were getting out of trouble and everything, you managed to mess up again. We heard the rumors today about him potentially going, of WWE wanting him, being interested in him again. And now you do some dumb shit like that. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes, folks. Absolutely. The Bloodline to appear on Raw tonight. Yes, that's another thing as well. See, we're getting the Bloodline as well. So this, like I said, folks, 2 count from Dawkins onto Gable. But we're still just past the first hour, folks. We've still got, pretty much another hour and a half here to where we've still got the Bloodline that's supposed to happen. What? We're still supposed to have the Bobby Lashley versus Miz. What? Still supposed to have the tag team women's finals between Puke and Powerful and Kai and Sky. What? So this is still where I like that. Raw's had very much a good pace to it lately. Of it starts and it just kind of builds and it builds and it builds all along the way. Big cross body. Oh, Gable rolls it over. 2 count. We almost got Gable with the sneaky rollover pin. Alex Hammerstone contract expires in 2023. You think WWE would sign him when his contract expires next year? Absolutely. Bridge suplex from Gable. That I've seen that Hammerstone's still trying to audition / get casted for Hogan on Young Rock. So I think Hammerstone is a guy that's a ready-made package, especially from MLW to WWE. Just like a guy like Jacob Fatu. There's a lot of other guys, especially even in MLW. Christ, we've even talked about on stream about the potential of we get W. Morrissey and Enzo together coming back. So I think someone like Hammerstone, absolutely. You could very much do that whole Hogan type shtick of he comes out with, the red and yellow, but he's a newer generation Hogan. 2. Dawkins breaks up the cover. Right now, Alpha Academy is in control of this match. Folks, if you were watching along, let me know what you're thinking. Let me know who you're predicting in this match. Both Otis and Dawkins just took each other out with lariats. Rocco, what if Theory cash in this Saturday, wins the WWE title? Wouldn't that mean Johnny first feud would be for WWE title? Probably won't happen too soon, but who knows? I don't know exactly where Johnny gets thrown into that. I feel like Roma would have a stake to that claim first, but I also a Gable's taunting angle as he takes down the straps and throws up the piece as he locks in the ankle lock on Montez Ford. So we could get Gable tapping out Montez Ford as he eyes down Kurt right now. Gable's dragging Ford to the center of the ring. But I think it's too early for Theory. I still don't know what they do with Theory. I think that's a Vince thing with Theory winning the Money in the Bank, and now they don't know how to get out of it. Because we had that whole stretch to where we said on stream they were basically beating. Goddamn, Montez Ford just straight up flipped right out of the ankle lock from Gable and landed clean on his feet, and now he's got the ankle lock on Gable as Gable's having to bite his wrist not to tap out. But I think we talked about on stream how they had to like beat the Vince out of him. So I don't know I don't think they know what to do with Theory right now. And I still don't think, like I said, we're getting Roman versus Rock at Mania 39. That's going to happen. I know that it's still quote unquote speculated and everything. I feel, as far as I can tell, as far as I feel, you can sign, seal, and deliver. That's a safe bet that match is going to happen. And I think that at least needs the Universal title for it. Dawkins just throwing Otis like a sack of potatoes over the commentary table. Oh, and Dawkins with the most dangerous move in professional wrestling, the surprise roll-up. Dawkins gets the tag in. Sorry, that was Ford. Oh, Ford flips out of the suplex. Oh, the pounce into the suplex. So this very much is being a Street Profits win here. Yeah, I can't remember exactly what I was talking about. But no, I think we get Roman versus Rock, at least keep him with the Universal title. He's already got over a 2-year reign with it. Frog splash from Ford with a 1, 2, 3. And as we called it, unfortunately, the stipulations that they added onto it at the end made it a little bit too predictable, folks. But we have the Street Profits, for the sake of Kurt Angle, pick up the 1, 2, 3. Montez Ford hitting the frog splash and pinning Chad Gable. Yes, Dale, the Street Profits won. Young Rock is hysterical. I honestly have not watched a second of Young Rock. Honestly, no, sorry. The most I've seen is like 1 or 2 clips from it. Yeah, I think Montez has one of the best frog splashes in the business. Honestly, he's up there with the Eddies, the RVDs for having a phenomenal frog splash. And I like that he's got a bejeweled cup. Oh, so now we're going to have a toast with the Street Profits and Kurt. I won't lie. It kind of halfway looks like it's like the Street Profits kind of look like they went to visit Grandpa. And yeah, Grandpa, we snuck in some of your good whiskey that you like. Yeah, speaking of that, Kurt just spits it right the hell up. It's not milk. He couldn't handle it. He didn't want the smoke. He's even having to tell him, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, of course. Oh, we got to get a milk bash. Of course. We need that, you know. Folks, who out there remembers when Kurt Angle showed up driving the milk truck, copying Stone Cold Steve Austin's beer truck? Because that's still one of the – and his Hall of Fame speech where he's sitting there just chugging, throwing back both of them.
I do.
And somehow Kurt Angle has become synonymous with milk.
Right? Well, I mean, the whole Olympian thing and drink your milk, say your prayers. Different guy. Never mind. Milk time.
Oh, and Angle's got milk to share for everybody.
Yo, Byron Paxton's on the show.
Yeah.
Has he said more than 7 words tonight so far?
I don't know if he can.
What is the over-under? Can someone go check DraftKings and let us know what the over-under?
10 words would be the over-under, would be the line for words that Kurt Angle said tonight.
Wait. Oh, so we're getting a studio interview between Riddle and Seth. So they're not even at the show tonight.
But even then, so where do they take them? Unless
separate
they're like
areas.
in a top secret location.
location.
Because I always thought it was funny when they would do like these backstage interviews, And I think it might have been Becky who was the first kind of one I remember doing it. Of like, wait, no, fuck, yeah, I know you're in this building. I could just go find you and whoop your ass right now.
Yeah, wait a minute.
I know where you are.
Right. I just walked by you.
Right. I saw them setting up that room. I'll be there in a minute.
But I like what they're doing with Seth and Riddle here. And you use the footage, you let it go out on social media like you should. It gets obviously it gets noticed. And I mean, for me, they're doing it well. And now you have to do an interview instead of putting them, in the ring together. They're heated, so we're gonna do an interview in separate court.
Right.
So yeah, not bad at all, Nick.
Yeah, well, and like I said, when have you seen Raw start off with something like that? When have we got, segments where they're, already fighting in the locker room or in the parking lot before Raw's even gone live?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, they've picked up the pace of the show. For the most part, it's got a faster rhythm to it, right? Like the beat of the show. It
has a flow. It progresses. It reaches its crescendo.
It's getting there.
Hopefully it does. So what do you think is going to end up being the main event? Do you think it's going to be the tag team finals, or do you think it's going to be Miz versus Bobby? Is that for the title? I can't remember.
I think it is for the title. But I think
it was going to be the open challenge, but I could be wrong.
I wouldn't be surprised, and I think it will be the women, to be honest. And I mean, you're crowning new. You want it to matter, you put it in the main event slot.
And then we get, cue the Michael Cole with "It's boss time."
If it falls in the main event spot, bud, you might have me tickled over to the other side.
Yeah. I'm Mystic Mac. I predict these things.
We'll see.
Point ahead, look smart.
Thank God. What the hell was that lean?
Oh, he was saying what Kurt was sipping on.
Oh, yeah. You didn't like it.
I don't know, but I don't think Kurt's going to be one doing the hard stuff no matter what it is.
Yo, yeah. I thought he was recovery. What is he doing?
Yeah. Oh, shit. You went that way with it. I fucking missed that. Cheeky bastard. I heard it's probably fake news or rumors, but RVD wants to return to team with Riddle, form the High Bros. LOL.
I'm in.
But how much can RVD still go?
Enough. I mean, dude's mountain fucking never.
I'm surprised you haven't seen him and Grim Reaper team up somewhere.
Well, I mean, yeah, but honestly, I don't think he's too keen. That's why you don't see him out and about so much, right? I think he's living the high life.
Oh, yeah, that man's got like 2-3 wives. That man has no reason to be out there taking bumps at his age with the wear and tear he's put on his body.
I almost went that
by the way, he was fun. Anyone who out there didn't fucking give like one of your creator wrestlers like his moveset and everything and just think that man was a human highlight reel, you're fucking lying to yourself.
No, RVD was wicked.
Oh, he's insane.
No, I mean, I think it'd be good, and I think that's you kind of got the Sting Derby thing going on, right?
Well, and you'd have that interesting style of you'd have striker and kind of submission guy versus paired up with high flyer.
Yep, absolutely.
Well, what's left of a high flyer?
What?
Because
milk does a body good. Reality. What was the purpose for Kurt Angle showing up? Reality.
Cheap pop.
Views.
Speaking of cheap pops, we've got the Pittsburgh Steelers, all 4 of them on a 53-man roster. We've got all 4 of them in the front row.
Okay, let me know when you get the replay of Seth and Riddle start. Right after those people.
Mm-hmm.
Riddle
like a Canadian show. Those people. Right after those people.
Sorry,
they're not a hockey team, KJ.
Right. They weren't the Penguins.
I'm right there with the start of Riddle looking like a lost tourist at Disneyland.
I was about to say something just like that. Dude.
this is shot perfectly because this is very much like, really, bro? Really? Okay, you got a problem? Like, this is what you'd see like when dudes actually are gonna square up.
Yeah.
All that's missing is the World Star logo in the bottom of this.
That's actually funny.
Oh, thanks. I'm glad I'm actually funny.
That was actually funny.
But no, this very much looks like if you got like a camcorder or a ring camera on like your front porch or your back porch or something, and you're catching your neighbors fighting out in the street. This is what this looks like. I'm like, what this is when I see you, it's on site.
Right, that's the same thing. Yeah, you roll up and you're like, what the fuck's he doing here? Get him, get him. You know what's funny? Corey's in a third place, which he could have done this from out by ringside.
Could have done this from the commentary desk,
right? Like he could have just stayed there, where
Oh, he's saying how Riddle's creeping up on his bus. Riddle's fingernails are painted the same color as his shirt.
Yes.
Where this all began when he fucking almost broke his neck stomping him on a fucking steel steps. Gee, I wonder where that began.
Right? But is it crazy that with this coming weekend and all the wrestling that we're about to partake in, I'm actually really excited about this one.
This feels real. Before, it felt like this was just because of, we got to remember Randy, and we got to have something for Riddle to do because he already got his ass handed to him and got sent packing by Roman.
Right.
But no, now this feels like literally, especially with a guy like Riddle who legit has an MMA career. This very much feels like I said, when I see what's on site of just, I'm going to fuck you up.
Sunday, Monday Night Raw, Roman Reigns could not come or not. I mumbled right through that.
Well, the Bloodline's supposed to be here, I believe.
Yeah, the Bloodline's here, but they showed a picture of the Usos and Sammy. They didn't show Roman.
Oh, interessante.
And the graphic, it was, yes, a very funny looking Sammy and the Usos. Nice call. KJ couldn't resist.
Ding. Oh, Seth saying he's going to send him right now. Put Riddle right next to Cody Rhodes on the bench. It's like, bro, you got your ass handed by Cody 3 times. Like he beat you with once. He beat you with a purple peck. So what the hell are you talking about?
Never won once.
You still lose and don't get your ass whooped.
But I like this build. I like the build. I like the promos. It actually makes Riddle tolerable.
Well, it makes Riddle actually look like a threat and like he's taking himself seriously. Granted, speaking of taking himself seriously, Seth Rollins looks like he's got a Lady Gaga suit on right now.
Did we read that one?
I don't know.
I have no idea. Here's the thing. With that segment, and yes, Nick, I agree with you. The only thing that kills it was their square up.
Oh, so because they didn't like actually get down to like all right, we're gonna throw. Well, I mean, still, you gotta at least kind of have a little bit of kayfabe in there and everything.
Well, I mean, make us want it, right? Don't give any of it up.
You can't give it all the way. You can't be a Tony Khan and give it all the way on free TV. Right. And up next, folks, we're getting Bobby Lashley versus The Miz. So the women's championship is the main event.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Tell your friends, folks. Don't miss out. Rollins thinking Corey, be quiet. Shut up back in NXT. Shut you up back in NXT. Yeah.
Well, we can still get Corey shutting up Seth because Corey's off the no contact list now. So Corey's potentially could hop in the ring at some point.
Yeah, I wonder. I'm still kind of wondering if it's true. Like maybe they did clear him, and he's like, okay, well, I need time to kind of work on this, but I'm still doing the commentary. So
I think they just need to have something for him. I don't know what they have. Where could you put in Corey Graves into a feud right now?
have him show up on SmackDown and kick Pat in the head.
Oh God, those two have a match. I don't know if
Right?
you want to trust someone that's coming off, the layoff like Corey is with someone like Pat. No offense to Pat, but he's
Right.
he's not AJ Styles. He's not The Undertaker. He's not an established worker.
Right. Nope. Boy,
But
it's become a thing.
I know, like I said earlier, guys, I know that you like it, and I know it's become a thing. And like I said, stay tuned because our buddy there, right above me, Alt Wrestling Tees, we might have a little thing. I keep telling you, big things popping, little things stopping.
Right.
So y'all keep saying what? Don't worry, you're gonna have plenty of time to get yourself your what.
You get your what on.
Right.
Doesn't Riddle look that blonde bully from the movie Hocus Pocus?
Are you just thinking that because Hocus Pocus 2 is coming out soon?
Right.
That's where your mind went. To me,
Right.
Riddle looks like Louis Spicoli from Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Right. Lashley versus Miz is the next. So tag team match is the main event. Yes. Ding, ding, ding. Bobby Lashley for the win.
Yep.
What time is brunch with the boys?
See, I'm making it a thing. That depends. I guess we're still have to talk it up of whether we want to do any sort of like a pre-show, preamble, anything like that, what we've got going on. It's going to be a long weekend for us, folks, so bear with us. So we might just go pretty much right close to the hour.
Right.
But we'll see, folks. We will absolutely. That's why you need to be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, and subscribe. Follow us on all them little social medias you see going through that ticker there. That's how you're going to stay up to date with everything and anything we got going on. Because, like I said, we even got breaking news going on right now. That's just on our socials. So you better be there.
Bobby Lashley for the win. What else we got out there? Who else got a prediction for us tonight? And I will take a second to remind everyone out there, we are back tomorrow. NXT 2.0, Wednesday Dynamite. Poof, he's gone. That was seamless. That was nice. But yes, so now Nick's going to take his pause. Raw's rolling on. We are going to be on this channel all week long. We're crazy. We're not stopping. 7 straight days. We're going through the entire week. And we got... Oh, we're back to the promo. We're back to the back. Oh, moments ago. You guys watching this? Wow, they're making this real. Yes. Wow. This. So for those who don't know what's going on the TV right now, I should share, being that I'm applauding it. But they did moments ago, like when the cameras went off and we went to commercial, Riddle and Seth get an exchange, and it gets deep, and we got F-bombs from Riddle being beeped out, but it got personal. Seth brings up Riddle's wife and kids, and that story. Riddle snaps. It's real. I like it, and I'm looking forward to this. Like I said, it's one of my more anticipated matches of the entire weekend. With that being said, folks, we have Bobby Lashley coming out to the ring. Don't forget, drop your predictions in the box. Let us know what you think is going to happen in this one. And then, of course, the women's tag team titles will be the main event tonight. Surprising, but something could be afoot. I don't know. I'm not sold yet, but I told you, I'm close. Here comes Lashley. Looking good, looking good. Big Ray, welcome. Just jumped on. Gonna rewind and listen to the full show. Thank you, Big Ray, for the support and the love. We greatly appreciate it. And you guys might be seeing a little more Big Ray around here. So stay tuned for that. But it's good to see you. I hope you're having a wonderful night. I hope everyone out there is having a wonderful, wonderful week. We got Monday in the book. So we're going to cap this off tonight. We're coming back tomorrow, and we're running through the whole week right into Worlds Collide. We're going to go into All Out. We're going to go into Clash. It's going to be crazy. We're going to do brunch with the boys. For those on the West Coast, it might be a little bit of breakfast, but we're starting off 1 p.m. Eastern time. And click that little bell. You never know. We might pop up early. We could be on here at 12:30. If we're feeling froggy, we'll leave. But it's going to be a weekend packed of wrestling live streams. So grab some snacks, pack some meals, be ready. We're in for the long haul. Tune in and tell everybody you know. We want to blow up this weekend. So if you know anybody that's a wrestling fan out there, help us blow up this entire weekend and make it one of the biggest weekends of this channel. So we appreciate the love. But here comes Team Awesome. Ciampa, Miz. I'm still struggling with this Ciampa. Anyone else struggling with Ciampa right now? And the good news is we're getting first names back. Do keep that in mind. Austin's going to get Austin Theory again. What? Tommaso Ciampa? Will we get Walter? Anybody? Will we get Walter? Who should face Bobby Lashley for the United States Championship, KJ? Shit. I like him on this run right now. I like him consistently defending the title. I like it, the open challenge they've been running. Who would I like to see him against? No, who I thought he would always have a better match with, but they never really booked it well. They never really gave us much with, was Bobby and Shelton. It's always like a dust off, right? Bobby Lashley's the monster. But I thought that could have been a much better match. Or matches. Who else? Who do you guys think for the U.S. title? South Africa, welcome back. Welcome out back, South Africa. We appreciate it. Yes, yo, JV's pumped. Yes, fuck. Yes, Rollins. Rollins and Riddle just sold tickets. They're telling a story. This reminds me of Matt Hardy and Edge, right? They're hitting home. It's real. You know, it's off camera. Wasn't supposed to be caught. But they give us the replay. And they're actually letting them, with beeps, obviously, but we're getting F-bombs behind beeps. That might not exactly be, it's the border of PG-13. So they're kind of flirting around with a lot of content that we hadn't seen for a long, long time on this channel. Huge vertical suplex. Miz goes to the outside. Bobby Lashley was having trouble with Miz's t-shirt in his face during the vertical. Updating you. Velveteen Dream was arrested for an out-of-state warrant on drug possession. There you go. But, yeah, it's unfortunate. You hate to hear these stories. And if the rumors were true, and I know I wasn't on earlier when Nick talked about it, but if the rumors were true, and he was that close to going back to the WWE or NXT, and then this, you're like, shit, right? So, hopefully he figures his shit out and he can get back on his path. And I don't know. I know CJ was really excited to see him come back, but he's got some troubles. I hope so. We need to get Raquel Gonzalez, not Rodriguez. I like it. She was better as Gonzalez. Wonder to see Dexter interfere in this match. Can you just kidnap the same guy again? Is that a thing? Can you do that? Yeah, I don't know, man. I think he's going to be involved some way, but it was really funny because we really assumed he was going after AJ. Quick switch, and now he's going after Miz. What I'm kind of excited about is Ciampa versus Dexter might be kind of fun to watch. If you know that Dexter's got to go through Ciampa, right? Right? It's the Miz's little pit bull right now. It's not terrible. I kind of like that setup. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but if they go that way, so yeah, maybe. I like this. I like that. Fatal 4-way. Dexter, Lashley, Miz, Ciampa. And that's how Ciampa gets away from the Miz, because Christ, he needs to get away from the Miz quick. How about Bobby Lashley versus Robert Roode for the United States Championship? That would be an awesome match. Yeah. I want to see Roode come back. As a heel, as a baby face, I don't care. Give me that entrance. Let him be the pro that he is. Get him away from Dolph Ziggler and tag teams. I want it. I really want to see it. I know people talked about NXT. To me, he feels just a little too mature for NXT. Go down if you want to go down for a little rivalry like others have, fine. But to go down and plant himself like Mandy Rose, not quite. So for me, I'm a huge Bobby Roode fan, and I just want to see it. So if he has to chase down Bobby, I think they could do good work. And there's history there, I do believe. Or I know, actually. Braun Strowman returning and going after the U.S. title. Ooh, Victor. I think you're playing with my emotions on this one a little bit. I'm torn. Bobby Lashley, Braun. Do we want to revisit all that? Like, I don't know if we want to go back that way. I don't know. What do you think? I don't know. See, I get hung up on this because I'm not the biggest Braun Strowman fan. I don't know. He never got over with me for whatever reason. I'm not saying he's bad or good. He had some good moments. He had some bad ones. A lot of it was that inconsistent booking where he looked weak a lot for, what he was supposed to be. It was too often where he was looking soft. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe he comes back and changes my mind. I like that. I already kind of touched on that one. I don't care if it's PG-13, 14, 17 mature. It sold tickets. JV, I completely agree. And for the exact reason you said it, they built it, and it didn't take doing weird tag team matches where they were both involved or him fighting one of his friends or they're fighting each other and having some stupid finish. They built it. They built it. Completely with the story, like fights, backstage issues, parking lot brawls, promos. They built it properly. And like I said, for me, it's one of the most anticipated points of this weekend. Dexter might kidnap Ciampa tonight. Good call, Victor. Ciampa is standing kind of close to that railing. What are they trying to tell us with the Dexter in and out and breaking in and being arrested and I want to know how the backstory fills in when they finally get to that point. Like, where was he and why did he just decide to come back and kidnap people, specifically the Miz? Oh, Ciampa with a cheap shot on Bobby Lashley. By the way, if you haven't given us a prediction on this match tonight, make sure you do so. We got the Miz, we got Bobby Lashley, and after that, we're going to get the finals. Women's Tag Team Tournament comes to an end tonight. People are speculating how this night could end. We'll see. But let me know what you think is going to happen in this match and whatever else you got on your wrestling mind tonight. Big shout out to CJ. Nick will be back in a moment, and I hope everyone out there is having a fun, wonderful Monday night. We still got a lot of time on the clock. So Miz hits his patented clothesline and decides to inform the fans once again of his massive balls. Massive balls. All right, we got a bit of a stalemate. Both men down. Ciampa cheering him on hard. I want to see Bobby Lashley face someone good at the castle, but at the same time, I want to see Priest or Balor snatch the title away from him. If not, Nakamura, Sami Zayn be the shock opponent. Sammy's so far into the bloodline, he gets his own belt, right? Sammy somehow scoops up one of the, well, he won't go after Gunther, so yeah, maybe. But they're on SmackDown. All right, Mrs. Pancake. Raw vs. SmackDown and Survivor Series or War Games involving Bloodline versus who is the question, which is better? To be honest with you, Rocco, and it's funny that you say this, I'm pretty sure if you go back through our archive, I talked about this exact thing before, and I want to see War Games. I want them to put War Games on the main show. Make it a Survivor Series match. Truly change up the definition of Survivor Series. Survivor Series now means you're going to go through War Games. The problem is, can you get William Regal to do the announcement, or could you just use old WWE footage? Like he comes up on the screen and it's him walking out in NXT. Because you can't do it without Regal. But on a serious note, I really do think War Games, Bloodline versus who? It all depends. We got so many moving parts. It could be the Bloodline versus Drew, Sammy, and KO. If the speculation comes true and we get KO going after the Usos and reuniting their friendship. See, the cool thing about Sammy and KO reuniting and getting a title run is eventually it's got to come to an end, which is going to lead to another amazing match. And look who's here! Dexter is here. He's here. He's here. Not let me in here, but Dexter has arrived. Miz is telling Ciampa to deal with it. Ciampa doesn't want to. And we got a hurt lock. So Ciampa gets distracted. Miz gets distracted. Bobby gets the win. Dexter just stares at everything from a distance. Dexter comes down and kidnaps Lashley. Oh, shit. Dexter in the crowd. Now we're going to replay, folks. I don't know. Who out there picked Lashley? If you pick Lashley, you're bang on. So we get the big W for Bobby. I like the run that Bobby's on right now. All right, so now the Miz and Ciampa are arguing. Dexter hasn't done anything as of yet. And we're back to Kurt Angle talking to Edge. So Edge is handing Kurt Angle some pictures. And if you remember the old stick, there's words on the back. And sure enough, Sorry, I beat you for the U.S. title. Sorry, Ray and I beat you for the tag titles. Sorry, I shaved your head bald. Sorry, I started the "You Suck" chant, as Nick mentioned already. But there you go. There you go. Right. So he's got a picture of him holding the sign that says, "Yes, you suck." And then on the back says, "You still suck." There you go. So Edge gets one over on Kurt Angle, a little ode to the days of past. And now Dominic and Ray are having a little father-son moment. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Dissension in the family, folks. Is it time? Is it finally time for the Dominic turn? I mean, my hope was they would turn him into an NXT superstar, but I don't think they're going to give me that anytime soon, guys. Oh, and the Bloodline are now here. What else we got? The whole Britt Baker Thunder Rosa situation, I blame on Tony. I think we addressed this already, Anthony. But yeah, I mean, we'll get to that probably on Wednesday a little more. But yes, there seems to be a lack of control, a lot of chaos, and a lot of mismanagement at this moment. I don't know. In a perfect world, all these news stories and the infighting and everything, in a perfect world, it's all bullshit. In a perfect world. And everyone goes, "That's crazy." I'm not saying it is. I don't believe it is. But if they were pulling a coup on a lot of this, kudos to them. I don't have that much faith. Nick says it all the time about WWE. Well, I don't have it in Tony. For some reason, when I look at Dominic, he kind of looks like Eddie Guerrero to me. Hey, Big Nick, you want to chime in on this one? My buddy Big Nick has contested this for quite some time. Feels like we need Maury to show up at WrestleMania, but yeah, yeah, man, fucking hell. Kind of, sort of. The mullet doesn't help. The mullet does not help at all. There you go. I think I skipped over that, Nick. My bad. Edge versus Angle, both last match. Can Angle go? Can Angle actually pull off a last match? Could he take a spear? I don't know. The whole. Oh, I got that one, right? For some reason, when I look at Dominic, I got that one too, man. Rhea Ripley is making Dom feel a weird way. JV, Rhea Ripley is making Dominic feel all kinds of way. What? KJ, did you see the picture of Dom and Rhea as Eddie in China? Yes, I did. I thought that was hilarious. No Angle can't. Yeah, I didn't think so, JV. That's a tough one. Had knee and hip surgery. Yeah, and I mean, you can only break your neck so many times. Well, folks, right now I'm getting a commercial. I'm actually getting a Peacock commercial. Oh, no, Sportsnet commercial. I will remind everyone as we roll through and we're heading into hour number 3 of Monday Night Raw. Let me know, how do you feel about it so far? Are you liking the show? Has it been good for you? Is there anything missing? Are you hoping for some fireworks tonight? Do you really think we'll get another big reveal before Clash? I don't know, man. I'm really curious. I'm not completely sold on the concept, but Bobby Lashley retains. We got other things building up as we're heading towards Clash at the Castle. Officially, their last show, because they've already taped the other one, and keep your stories to yourself and your spoilers too. But I'm curious what this last hour is going to bring for us. But ladies and gentlemen, don't forget we will be back for NXT 2.0 tomorrow, and then we will be here. I almost feel like I got to wait for Nick for the what's, but we will be here Wednesday for Dynamite, Thursday for the podcast. Special guests will be on this podcast this week. Tune in. You don't want to miss this. We have exclusive, I don't want to. We have an exclusive interview. We have exclusive guests, just for a chit chat, and we're looking forward to having Big Nick, CJ, all of us on the channel. It's going to be a good time on Thursday. Friday, doubleheader. Saturday, Clash. Breakfast with the boys. I'm totally down for it. And then, of course, we get Worlds Collide and All Out. I mean, All Out's 5 hours. Is it going to be 5 hours? I don't want it to be. Better be a five good hours. But right now they only have about 6 matches, so it's a little nerve-wracking. Dun, dun, dun. Boom, 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 boom. I 100% agree with Nick. Rhea just needs a Tom guy. See what I did there? That's adorable, JV. Poor Dom. I'm used to Rhea is going to take my buddy. Jake, how are you doing tonight, bud? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a wonderful Monday. What's up? Same thing that's always up, buddy. On another live stream, rolling through. Like I said, I hope everyone out there is having a wonderful Monday. And then see you all week long, guys. Do not miss this week on this channel. Right now, I'm getting the Connors Cure Foundation commercial. Haven't seen that in a while. So we got the kids out with the t-shirts as well. What do you think? WWE gets acknowledged as being a powerhouse. I can't remember how they worded it, but in their humanitarian efforts. So pretty remarkable. And whatever you want to say about the WWE, they have done a lot of giving back. Particularly the global ambassador, Mr. Titus O'Neil, in the house. Still one of my favorite moments when that man fell under the ring. Jake. Here come the Usos with the Ska Moen. I like this Monday Night Raw. It's been good. It's been a good show. Not bad. Not bad. Sammy kills me. I can't take him serious. Oh man, WWE petty as we know where you're going with that. They ran Connor the Crusher package and edited out Daniel Bryan. It's kind of how they roll, buddy. It's kind of how they roll. What do you guys think about Sammy and the Bloodline? How do you feel about that whole storyline, that whole situation? Getting a replay now. What happened to McIntyre? Did you guys see the pictures of that man's back? If you haven't seen what Drew McIntyre's back looked like at the end of SmackDown, you got to go check that out.
It looked horrific. It looked kind of like the jersey that I'm wearing right now and everything. That man just absolutely got. Yes, see, I snuck up on you this time.
You fucking definitely made me jump, bro.
But sorry, I have my AC going. But yeah, that man just got brutalized. And like I said, I want that like framed up on my wall is that picture of Roman with both belts just on a folding chair sitting over Drew's throat saying, I
That
run.
was amazing. That's a poster.
Absolutely.
I need a moment, sir.
You're good. Check your answer. But yes, folks. So we are rolling right along. Is anyone else getting hype right now and getting excited for the main event for the last hour of Raw? When's the last time you heard anybody say that? Because we've still got the potential of Sasha or Naomi showing up, or both, because we're getting the final between Raquel Rodriguez and Aliyah versus Kai and Sky, as I call them, Io Sky and Dakota Kai. So who do you guys have for that match? Because I think that's so far. And yeah, they're showing the picture of Drew's back right now. Just that man from head to toe was cuts, bruises, and he's got a solid gash on his back shoulder that almost looks like it needed stitches. But yeah, and Roman Reigns right now is celebrating 2 years as Universal Champion. So I absolutely think if they're going to take a title off Roman, leave the Universal belt, let that just reign, just go forever at this point. But yes, folks, back to what I was originally talking about. Who do you have for the women's tag team tournament finals? Raquel Rodriguez and Aliyah, or Dakota, or Io Sky and Dakota Kai? And we've got the Usos and Sammy right now in the ring. Can't wait. I feel KO coming back. That would be interesting, Edward, especially because, like I think KJ even touched on it. We've seen the moments now of once the camera's cut, they hugged it out. You know, they very much. There's been the rumors and the speculation, and they're both very much Papa Paul guys, if we're going to label people like that. They're very much guys that have been underutilized, and we already saw 2015 KO come back with the duct tape on his shirt and everything. So I think that very much we could see KO coming out. I like that show. Bloodline going to turn on Sammy. That could happen, but I think we get that tease of KO, of him getting swooped away by KO before they fully turn and they just completely kick him out. I mean, we even saw last week to where Sammy was dancing. He was doing a little dance, and even Jay is sitting there covering his face because he's trying not to chuckle. So I still think, and it's honestly, it's been one of the better things that Sammy's been doing lately. They didn't really have much for him after the whole conspiracy theory thing and after he lost to Knoxville. So I like that he's fallen upward, as you say. And he's shouting out the Usos hard right now. The ultimate hype man right now is Sami Zayn. So granted, what you said there, it'd be amazing if they turned around and just super kicked his fucking teeth in, but I don't think that that's going to happen. Victor saying it's been a decent show, but not as good as it could be for a go-home show. Yeah, well, it's always interesting, especially because, yes, it is Clash of the Castle. Yes, it's kind of the shut up with your spoilers, Captain Canada. But absolutely, you ruined it. Yes. So we have KO coming out right now. Dale. Oh, no. Who had it? Oh, it was Edward. Edward, you got it. So KO's coming out right now. And even Sammy's having to say, I didn't know he was coming out. I didn't know this was going to happen. Trust me, I swear I didn't know. I like the idea of a matchup, especially say at Mania 39 between the Usos and KO and Sammy, and KO and Sammy win. I've said this before. I think we said this on one of our streams, and I'm trying to be fast and not talk over KO. But they win the belts at Mania 39. They hold them to about Survivor Series-ish or so. Then they kind of have the cracks form and they split, and then at Mania 40, we get the childhood dream story match come true. We get KO versus Sami Zayn. KO saying Roman still owes me one. Well, I mean, that whole last man standing match did end under rather iffy circumstances, thanks to not being able to undo handcuffs. Apparently, that's a big problem in professional wrestling. Ask Paul Heyman, ask Tay Conti. But folks, what do you think of this whole new revival of KO? I know it was kind of speculated, it was kind of rumored. We kind of all figured this was going to happen now with Hunter in charge. But I absolutely think they have nailed it out of the park. He instantly turns around and feels like a badass. He absolutely looks like he's just there to show up to, chew bubblegum and kick ass, and he's all out of bubblegum. Speaking of KO.
Speaking of bubblegum.
Where are you going with that? I was going to say you look like KO. KO's doppelganger. That's why you're spoiling it.
Right.
Of course, it'd be faster.
Wow.
When up on stream.
I love it. You see what's happening right now? KO.
He's very much talking down to Sam. He's talking to Sami Zayn. You don't.
The crowd actually applauds because he said you're one of the greatest wrestlers in the world.
KO saying he's sad to see it. He's saying this with so much conviction, and this is friend talking to friend. This is not KO talking to Sami Zayn.
Yeah, exactly. It's crazy, man.
And the crowd's popping as Sammy's like awkwardly like, I don't know how to take this.
Well, I think I said it when you were on break. What I like about it, what I get really excited about it when it comes to this, is the fact that them getting together eventually leads to them breaking up again.
Mm-hmm.
And that crescendo was the WrestleMania match.
Right. Well, that's the thing. That's what I was just saying before you hop back on. Is I think we talked about it. They beat the Usos at Mania 39. They have the titles for a while. They have a split, and then we get a half-year build or so to them having their, dream match at Mania 40.
Right. When did Jay get so angry? When did main event Jay just go sour?
Well, that's the thing. He's the first one indoctrinated into the bloodline. So he's, fully committed. He's the Tom Cruise of, the bloodline. Right. He's up there jumping up on Roman's couch saying, I'm with you. You're my tribal chief. I acknowledge you.
That feels like more of a Sammy move, though.
Oh, well, no. Sammy just did absolutely. I could see him doing that, but he did the little dance, remember?
Yeah, that's true. Dance. Uh-oh. KO looked at, wait. Yo, I don't want to spoil this for you.
No, you're good. Right now I've got Sammy justifying Roman Reigns and just defending the tribal chief.
I got KO looking. Oh, no. All right.
Jason, if you don't back up, we're going to drop you the way we did Drew McIntyre.
Yeah. Jey Uso versus KO. All right. We've seen it, but it's been a minute.
KO's calling out Jay now.
Yeah.
KO's so just natural on the stick.
He really is. I mean, perfect. Like it's smooth.
It doesn't seem like it's anything's written. This is literally just him just talking.
Yeah, and we're getting a lot of that tonight, Nick.
But I like that we're getting that. We're getting them to be professional wrestlers. We're getting the reins pulled off of commentary. We've seen that with Michael Cole and Pat McAfee. We saw that with Drew. We're wrestlers in a wrestling ring. Let's have a wrestling match. The man said so wrestling so many times. I think Vince was over there like, Linda, it's the big one. Sammy's saying, I don't want a problem.
Oh, wow.
I'm trying to keep the peace.
Calling for a ref.
He's saying, what I don't want to happen is Jey Uso to kick your ass.
Yes, there's a ref. The world's smallest ref. He honestly looks like one of the Oompa Loompas because he's very orange.
I love that, though, from KO. You know what, Jay? I think this is the part where we throw the microphones, get a ref out here, and we just fight. What do you think, Jay?
It's perfect.
Oh, and he's even cheering. He's applauding the ref as he's coming down. Like, I love this. This is back to KO as the prize fighter.
It feels like holy shit, he's persistent tonight.
Hey.
Fucking up my evening.
Well,
KO versus Jey Uso.
when you keep hitting them new levels, that's when you know the jackals come out.
That's it. KO versus Jey Uso. Yes, we are getting KO versus Jey Uso.
I'm here for that. Absolutely. Who do you have for that, folks?
Now would be the time to give your predictions. Sorry.
No, that's literally what I was just saying.
Oh, good. Who do you think is going to win?
KO.
Jay.
Okay. I can see both.
Yeah.
Jay would be because Jimmy and Sammy obviously interfere, or say Sammy costs him it. I could see it to where it may go the reverse, to where Sammy tries to help Jay and ends up costing him the match. Or just KO just wins outright and just looks at Sammy the whole time as he's walking out.
That was my hesitation, honestly, Nick, was that scenario right there is very plausible for me. And we've both been talking about that kind of, working its way in where Sammy keeps somehow fucking up, right? Like, and keeps making those missteps. And yeah, man, I really think that could happen. I'm just thinking KO is going to lose on some type of DQ.
Yeah, that still very much could happen. That's the thing. It's honestly, it's halfway a coin flip, but I still think KO needs the win more than Jay.
Yeah, or maybe he wins by some type of DQ.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It could still. I mean, that's the point you were nailing there. Of it could very much be, especially Sammy tries to. He's trying to keep the peace, folks. He's trying to do what's right. He's trying to be loyal. And then he tries to help out Jay, and he ends up costing Jay the match. Yeah, and then KO picks up the win.
Right. Ooh, that's a big jump up for Santos.
It'd be a hell of a match, but I think we clearly know who's going to win that one.
Yeah, I don't know if they're ready for that, Jelly. I don't know.
I don't think you're ready for this, Jelly. I don't think you're ready for this, Jelly.
I'm a big fan of Santos.
Because my match is too bootylicious.
It just feels too, maybe.
Yeah, that's too much of a jump.
Right. Edward, I like the thumbs up.
Hey. Well, he's the one who called. Well, even before you, Mr. Canada, called. It'd be crazy if KO came out and then you're like, KO. I'm like, oh, goddamn.
I never know what happens because we are kind of insane.
No, you're good. It's still fine. Like, I still popped and everything. It's just one of those it helped me get called back to that as KO was coming out. So I dig it.
I was pumped. I just always hope you don't see it till after.
You don't see it as you pull it up.
Yeah. Oh, did I click on that?
Yeah. Anyways, Victor, what if it turns into KO and Sammy versus? That's not going to happen tonight. They're not going to. Never go full Tony Khan. Never go full Eric Bischoff. Don't give away a main event pay-per-view match free on TV unless it is absolutely called for. In that right now, that would be chef's kiss, but not tonight. Undertaker's one dead man show in Cardiff, Wales this Friday. So, folks, if you're going to Wales, you can get limited tickets available
to the Dead Man Show.
And you could very much use SeatGeek as it covers my face perfectly. That was not intended.
That is perfect.
You could use code SeatGeek. You can go to SeatGeek.
There's a
check out the seat that you're going to get and use code Wrasslin and save yourself $20, folks. And I'm going to get that up out of my face real quick.
I got a seat for you.
Pause. Fucking pause for a fucking all the way. That's the air brakes locking up right there.
But it was so funny. It just where it landed.
Perfect with my mustache and everything. But so we're getting Jey Uso versus Kevin Owens.
Yeah,
so let us know who you got. Oh, this is still a hell of a match already. Like, they're laying it in stiff. Like,
listen, I've heard other. Sorry, Nick, but I've heard other podcasters out there that aren't too keen on the Usos. They don't have a whole lot of good things to say about them, or you know, they kind of undervalue them. And I've talked about it a lot about what a fan I am of the Usos. And they're kind of a subject of a company that didn't believe in tag team wrestling for about a decade. Outside of the Usos and the New Day, there wasn't much there, right?
Well, and that's the thing is taking even a look at how long though the Usos were in WWE and weren't even on a WrestleMania card, or the most that they got in was on the pre show. You know, the honey mustard gotta be cold KFC barbecue pre-show, all of that. But that's the thing is, and to see them now as they're up there, like if you want to do a top 3, a top 4, a top 5. Tag teams in professional wrestling, the Usos have to be mentioned there. FTR has to be mentioned there. Right. The Briscoes have to be mentioned there. That's rare air that they're up there in. So I don't get this whole, not a big fan of them. Like they work just such a fantastic. It's a specifically to them style.
Right. And you can't fault them that for a long time, you know, they get the shit kicked out of them by whoever wants to beat up Roman. That's been their shtick. Right. They go with the tag team match and then they get beat up by a single.
They're the lower man on the totem pole in a faction. They're kind of at times meant to be cannon fodder.
Yeah, and I've said before, like I don't like when like every 2 to 3 weeks your champions are losing those number 1 contender match bullshit.
Right. You have to beat the champion and then beat them again for the title.
Like I hate that shit. So, you know, yeah, they've gone under a little more than they should have, especially for what faction they're in. But they're great workers. They lay in those kicks. They move well. They're pros. They're veteran at this point.
Cannonball by KO, and I think honestly they have probably the best super kick right now in the business. I'd put their super kick over, you know, Captain Super Kick Party there, the Young Bucks.
Pop, and then I'll know we're even. Wait until you see this.
Oh, I feel like we're setting up for something. But you can't tell me though that the tag team in WWE that has both the Raw and SmackDown belts isn't one of the top tag teams in the business. Oh,
there it is. We're even. Nick just caught up to where I was.
KO with the
Samoan drop on the stairs.
Drop on the KO onto the stairs. It just, I feel for that man's spine because just. Oh,
he came down hard.
Where does that make it go?
I love that shit. For me, though, for this being a surprise impromptu match, it's a hell of a match.
Facts. And went like I know we're in the last hour. I know this hasn't been, I guess, the greatest grow home show by most people's opinions. But still, when have you been heading towards the back half hour of Raw and still been pumped and still been waiting for the main event and still been excited of, look at what we're getting now. Can you believe this?
Right. And you know, like, I mean, they were bad for just dumping that last hour of Raw was just like an absolute dumpster fire.
They did the reverse of what WCW did. WCW used to do it to where they'd have almost no wrestling the entire first hour, and it was almost a pre-show for the other 2 hours. And Raw just pretty much gave you everything in the first hour. Is like, we're fine if you fall asleep during this last hour. Trust me, you don't miss much, and we'll give you all the video packages next week so you don't miss anything.
Well, yeah, pretty much, right?
KJ and Nick, actually, I don't see Legado debuting on SmackDown on the main roster. I see them debuting on Raw, and that's when Dominic turns on Ray Ray. No, why does everyone want? Go ahead.
No, timeout. What I didn't touch on earlier, I don't think, was that the whole, because I kind of ignored the Mysterios at this point, but we finally had that moment. So Ray chose Edge to be his tag team partner, and Dominic's disappointed. Dun, dun, dun. So you see where we're going.
Right, but how are you supposed to take someone seriously when, like, their most, development of character is just them going, harumph, like...
Dude, I don't know what to tell you. Man. I haven't been interested or intrigued by anything that the Mysterios have done through this run.
Well, they've been the ultimate, like, all right, come on through. They're the gatekeepers. They're the TSA to get into, like, the Raw locker room, it seems like.
Right.
All right, come on. You're good. You can have a match. Come on through.
Yeah, but to me,
I don't. But what I was going to say is, why does everyone want everyone to come back on Raw? Raw's already stacked enough. We've already had Control show up on Raw. There needs to be still more death built on SmackDown.
I think there will be, but I think part of the problem is Raw was 3 hours of hot garbage for so long. You need to dump some.
They need to extra fluff that one.
Yeah, this needs a little bit of extra love, right? Like, yeah, a little more space to fill, and again, to make Raw entertaining for 3 hours is a challenge. You know, every week coming back for another 3 hours is a challenge. 2 hours. Listen to Kevin Nash.
Yeah, listen to your buddy Hunter. And by the way, how long is it until Kevin Nash gets a job working at WWE?
Dude, you just hijacked that 100%. That's so funny. I was going to say the same thing. Like, are we surprised he's not employed with the WWE?
I mean, Shawn Michaels is already vice president of talent, creative. I like him, so he has a CEO spot. So yeah.
You know, Billy Gunn got one eye over there, right? Like, just
absolutely,
right.
Still, every time now that I see stuff like that, and like with Road Dogg, Kevin Owens with, I almost want to call that an exploder suplex off the top rope. Just wow, a super exploder suplex. Just this is a hell of a match for just a last minute. But now, what does this tell you about the main event?
Now, I heard somebody going off about KO today, and I don't want to say who.
You're going to bring up that nitwit.
But I don't want to say who he was because I don't want to really give him any airtime on mine. But, man, if you watch KO and all you see is a chubby guy, you're fucking dumb, period.
Yeah, you're dumb or your name's Jim Cornette.
Right? If you can't get past the fact that he's pudgy, then you're not paying attention, right?
Right. So then what the fuck do you got to say about Eddie Kingston? Two of the most believable, badass right now professional wrestlers that you 100% believe would beat the shit out of you.
Like that sounds good.
I was going to say, well, speaking of beating the shit out of people, KO is right now just taking it to Jey Uso. But two guys that, they might have a little bit of a dad bod. But they very much will whoop your ass. So why you got to call it? Are we that superficial that that's what you got to focus on?
Not even that. Like, I'm not like they're, it is what it is. Like, it's not boo-hoo, how dare you.
I get it, but it's still.
But at the end of the day,
it's a dumb take. It's a dumb take.
It's like when there's a good jam, like there's a good song on, and there's someone in the room that's like, "The song's shit," and like, why? I just don't like it.
Right.
Like,
that's what that is that's someone who's just saying something just to get attention, just to draw clicks. And I'm sorry that we're even giving them half a second of fucking our time, but that's someone that literally just can't do anything on their own, so they gotta fucking throw dirt on other people's names. And super kick to counter Jay's super kick.
Wow.
Again, I said it, folks. The best super kick in the business right now is Usos.
But what a sequence. What a match, folks.
Splash. Uso splash. 1, 2.
You're right there.
2 count.
What a beautiful splash.
It's not quite there, but it's like the Ricochet's like shooting star to where literally like time looks like it freezes as he's doing
right. That. Listen, if you got friends that like wrestling and they're not watching this right now, you better go get them.
Right. I understand that you have the AEW loyalists that no matter what, WWE's garbage, but you can't tell me as a wrestling fan that you're not enjoying this.
Oh, shit.
The most devastating move in professional wrestling.
Sammy just let it happen.
Everybody gets a super kick.
Wow.
Frog splash. Bullfrog splash. You might as well want to call
it. 1, 2, 2.
What a match. I was already throwing up the 3. Wow.
Well, Jimmy and Jay are down. Sammy's kind of bewildered.
Folks, we're just on Monday night, folks. And
This is
this
just
is the type
Monday.
of match we're getting right now. Thrown together last minute. Who had Jey Uso versus Kevin Owens on their Monday Night Raw bingo card? Because you're a damn liar. But this match is phenomenal. We're getting the shoving match now.
Oh, Jey Uso takes out KO.
KO saying, if you mean it, come on. Come
Right,
on, punch
12.
me. Oh, Tope Suicida.
Why are you so aggressive, bro? Get a chair. So
why are they making it so blatant? Like, just go get the goddamn chair.
Uh-oh.
Could you imagine if Bubba Ray had to sit there and grab Devon like 18 times? Go get the chair. Go get the table.
Bro, this is the best shit ever.
Oh, they're going to make Sammy do it.
No.
Wow.
Oh, look at this. Look at this.
Wow. As Jay's got KO just pinned on the middle rope and Jimmy's distracting him. They had Sammy telling him go on to hit him.
Stunner!
He's supposed to hit him. He's supposed to do it.
I'm down. I mean, like, dude, they are delivering exactly what you want.
Absolutely. Folks, if there is a match so far to watch tonight on Monday Night Raw, it is Jey Uso versus Kevin Owens. From the minute the bloodline comes out to ding, 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 match over. So far, just chef's kiss, just absolutely. And I guess I halfway called it there of Sammy was given the moment. He had that. You got to do it. You got to take out your best friend, the guy that you've had the greatest rivalry and the greatest friendship with.
Yeah.
And he couldn't do it. And then, boom, Jey Uso stunner for the 1, 2, 3 count.
There you go. So it kind of went the way I thought it would. Wait, I went against KO. Why did I go against KO?
Because I took KO?
Yeah, no, I want it to be different. But
because it's illegal to bet on yourself?
It is illegal to bet on yourself. I like Dakota Kai a lot.
I like all three of them. Just, yes, please. Cue me getting yelled at in 3, 2.
Right. Hand to the back of the head and
right. But no, I'm glad that that WWE was able to snatch back up Dakota Kai. That we had those whole talks about Io. Is she re-signing? Is she not? And she had the whole puke emoji thing to the rumors. And then she, stayed on, and she's now instantly up on the main roster. And Bayley, after over a year, is back and is a star.
Let me know when you get the Miz running out. Right after this, when you see the Miz and Ciampa running.
Yep.
Y'all, I want to share in the reaction with you, sir.
Why is Ciampa covered in glitter?
Yeah, I don't understand where the fairy dust came from.
The herpes of the craft world, folks. Glitter. Even when you think it's gone, it still stays with you. Folks, that's how you know we're live and unfiltered.
Hey, look, Dexter's in the back.
Oh, that's so great.
That's so
it just pops up.
Nobody noticed the 265-pound man.
Right, you didn't notice the fucking
sideways, not even sitting straight.
Right. And the fucking light set up to just shine right on him. You didn't notice the giant bulb there, Miz, or anything.
Right. Who gave him a flashlight? What's going on?
Right. You didn't notice all the extension cords suddenly running through the car.
So what? Dexter's going to go home with the Miz?
What is his fascination with the Miz?
Nobody explained why Dexter came out of wherever he was.
We're going to get the Miz and Maurice versus Dex and Indy. We're going to get Index versus Miz and Maurice.
Dude, I felt that light bulb go off when it hit you.
Right.
I could see it.
It went off like the light bulb underneath Loomis's chin.
Right? Fucking hell. Yeah, actually, right?
That's something they would do.
She comes out and she's like, "You came into my home. You came into my home.
You touched my husband's pulse."
Right?
Pause. Fucking big pause.
Big. No, huge.
Gigantic pause.
Gigantic pause. Gigantic pause. We need it. We need CJ for that. Kills me every time. Look at the Mysterio shirts.
Oh, sorry. Where were you?
Or no, fuck it. Let's not do it.
No, I didn't know where you was. Sorry, I didn't know what you were reading.
I'm just kidding, man. Shit's getting out of hand.
Victor, you spoke of CJ, so I instantly saw Nick cut the shit.
Cut the shit.
Big love to my brother from another mother, Mr. CJ Brand.
Yes, big shout out to CJ. He will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow, I believe.
You're only a day away. What?
Did CJ? We sang for you.
See? And where were you with Mysterio's shirt?
What else we got?
I'm trying to find what you were reading before.
You lost the one from a break?
I don't. Oh.
No, that
wasn't you it. Had it on standby.
No, that wasn't even it.
Yes, it was. You were talking about the Mysterio shirt.
I thought he was talking about something else. Anyway,
no,
we're back on track.
Sorry, folks.
Thing. Look, yeah, well, you're right. It was this one. Look at those. Wait,
mark that down. Timestamp that, folks. Someone clip that. You were right. I need that on the soundboard. You were right. You were right. You were right.
Anyway, look at those Mysterio shirts. It's a foreshadow of the WWE version of the LWO.
I'm not surprised. I've been saying this for the longest time. Well, like you even, I heard you on my break. We're going to get Maury and say, Ray, you are not the father. He's retired, so he's got plenty of time. Shit.
Right? It would.
Eddie was Poppy. Now Rhea's Poppy. No one knows who's Dominic's Poppy.
Do you not feel like that's a little close to home? Like, I mean, when Dominic was a kid, he really did look like Ray.
Oh, he looked exactly like Ray, but right now he looks exactly like Eddie. He looks like literally all he's missing is like the silver and then like the stars and stripes pants like he had over in like old ECW or like WCW. Right. That man is absolutely 100% Dominic Guerrero.
Dominic Guerrero. I want to see that where him and his dad that's what it should be.
Oh no, there.
No, wait. So we saw them hinting at the upset Mysterio. We've been waiting for this turn. He turns, joins Judgment Day, but as punishment for disowning his father, I'm now Dominic Guerrero.
You watch. They're gonna do that. They're gonna do that. No. And it's gonna be because see, I knew Eddie was my father all along.
Right.
Right. So when that happens, folks, you come back here. You make sure to comment that, we called it here first.
This is shameful talk.
I absolutely. I love that.
If it comes true, though, fuck.
Right. But still, that's the thing is no matter, it seems lately, we're either breaking news, we got exclusive news, or, we throw something out there and then somebody starts, copying off our homework and then they say it's their news.
Did that happen already?
Well, we've had, we've had very much people are watching, and then, we say things, and the next thing they kind of say.
My head went to something recent. Like, wait.
Nah, you're good. But can we still believe and just soak in the moment that just last week, Johnny Gargano came back, just out of the blue, and we're getting interview with Johnny right now from earlier today.
What do you feel about Jim Cornette shitting all over Gargano?
It's Jim Cornette. Like I feel like Jim Cornette he has like one of those, like when you're trying to get on a ride at the carnival or something like that. You must be this tall for me to give a shit about you. Apparently that's what Cornette has. But no, I think Gargano's fantastic. He's even talking about the pop that he got. Like I was just saying, that was a huge move. You had people from AEW calling him a traitor and all of this, and it just so happened that WWE
That's the funniest shit.
Debuted him the next week. AEW's in Cleveland, where they were constantly throwing out there, we don't know who might show up.
How do you get mad at someone for not coming? Wait, pause.
Right. Well,
no, but like, just because he didn't show up, you didn't betray anything.
But I feel like that's the thing at times, what you get with a crowd like AEW. It's one of those
crazy.
of like, once we say you're ours, you're ours.
Yeah, like we claimed it.
Right.
We called
my germs.
That's why Tony keeps getting upset. The dibs method isn't working.
Right,
anymore.
the dibs doesn't work,
Right. The dib system's wicked when it's
right.
like
He's still playing nose goes and Hunter's playing sign the contract.
Johnny,
and now we've got Theory and interrupting Gargano. So are we going to get a away reunion? The only one that's not around is Candice.
Yeah, right. Now, Johnny wins this away from. This is the ultimate fuck you, Vince. One of the ultimate Triple H guys takes the Money in the Bank away from the ultimate Vince guy.
The vanilla midget, to quote a Kevin Nash term, takes it from the John Cena wannabe that Vince was propping up.
Right? I mean, dude, sometimes it just writes itself. It really does.
And it's fantastic. And you already have that built-in storyline, like we've talked about, of just with the way and everything like that. Like there's Johnny's kind of a quote-unquote father figure to Theory. So
right. But you know what? Maybe it's just a really good match, and somehow they get out of it without the belt. Maybe it's not for the
either way. That's going to be a good match. That's the thing. Whether it's even if Theory wins, whether they put the briefcase up, whether they don't, it's going to be a hell of a match. And we're going to see when did you think you were going to see Johnny Gargano wrestling in WWE in 2022?
I thought sooner than later. I thought if there was ever a guy like even when he gave his goodbye speech, and we talked a lot about it then, that I wasn't ever sold that he would give up on the WWE. I think he was one of those guys that just loved WWE.
He's one of those that just didn't seem like he would pull to the other side. Like he's a company guy.
Yeah, I just felt like it's possible. But now, if Johnny felt like he had hit a ceiling with Vince, then maybe that changed.
Well, I think that's part of it. And I think he went to go and be a father. And that's a fantastic photo of where it's Candice holding up their son, watching Johnny debut on Raw or return on Raw.
I'm liking these graphics, man, for Clash.
Oh, well, that's the thing is you're seeing attention and going into details. You're seeing attention getting, put in all of this. And it might be because Kevin's, realizing, if I mess up one time, I'm done. I know I'm done because my last name's done, but I'm literally done.
Did you see Team Mysterio versus Team Miz on Family Feud last night? I did not see it. I did see pictures, but I did not see the actual happening.
Who is, the question of the day is, who is Dominic's father? Show me Eddie Guerrero.
Nick just beating this drum until we prove it right.
They're gonna the way that you put it together and everything. I'm here for that. That works perfectly.
Right. So we're getting like a quick recap of the tournament. Like we're getting a little hype package kind of going into the final. Yeah,
but I guess this fits with like the Dark Order still being, no offense, but this still kind of feels like with the Dark Order still being involved, like the Dark Order Best Friends match feels like, why is Puke and Powerful Team Smile what were they called, like the Bougie and the
Bougie and the Beast.
The Bougie and the Beast, whatever.
Bougie and the Beast.
Right.
Is that how that goes, right?
Tale as old as time.
Bougie.
Whatever. But either way, like this thrown together mishmash of a team, like is in there in the finals versus Kai and Sky when we could have had, say, Alexa versus Asuka as the finals, and then boom, we go right into the 6-man. Gee,
right.
who would have thought it?
I mean, maybe well, I'm assuming this is why they go the other way. Is there
I
any
get you
chance?
don't want to give it away now.
Is there any chance is there any chance they don't win this?
The only way, and I think it might have been CJ, and I'm sorry if I'm stealing your idea, homie, is that
Karen is Karen.
That they lose, and then we get Sasha and Naomi coming out and almost challenging them in a kind of different way, I guess. Either way, I think it ends with Sasha and Naomi challenging whoever wins. I think that's how we end Raw right now. It's boss time, and they come out
explosion.
Right, you do that, and then you go off air. Tell me you're not tuning in tomorrow night. You already should be, because we're going to be here tomorrow night.
That's true story.
You're not tuning in instantly, and you're instantly okay. Now I need to make sure I'm watching Clash, because who's to say that they don't show up and interfere in that 6-woman tag match?
Right. What are your thoughts on Triple H said about having 3-tiered development system for both NXT and the main roster?
I think they've kind of. Well, no, I'll let you take that one first.
No, I think that's what they're trying to establish. And I mean, I think you can't have all your athletes come out of college who aren't really wrestlers. It works for some, not for all. And you can't have all indie guys and girls, right? Like, you do have to have a balance, but he's trying to, and he's been known for his development. That's what kind of the feather in his cap was more than anything else for quite a while. He develops his talent, and that's why I think he's returning to familiar talent, because he knows their journey. He knows the story that they've told with this particular character or wrestler. So for me, yeah, I think he's trying to put everything in place, and you need that infrastructure.
Well, and to me, I would guess I was going to say, as far as like a 3-tiered, development system, I feel like that's something they've kind of always had, whether it be the NIL athletes, whether it be indie wrestlers. They've always had, you have people that are in the performance center. They're almost, I guess, quote unquote, if you want to look at this like New Japan, they're the young lions. They're not on TV really. They maybe get a spot on something like Level Up or something, and that's it. They're just still grinding it out in the performance center. Then you get the people on NXT that they're still trying to figure out their characters, still figuring out what works, what doesn't work, and everything before they progress. And once they kind of catch fire, then they go up. And then obviously you've got the main roster, which, I mean, enough said right there.
Right.
So I think they've always had that 3-tiered system. I think it's now Hunter's just always been focused on the development. Vince was always very much, I want the brand to be the biggest star over any athlete, any person that I put out there. I think Hunter wants to build stars, and that will carry the brand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I completely agree with that.
Shit, you watch a Rock movie, you still think WWE, you still think WWF. You see John Cena show up on a commercial, you still think WWE, WWF. You don't need the brand to be the front runner.
Yeah,
and the brand's always going to be there.
Yeah. No, and the same thing. I mean, you always have that moment of like, if you walk up to the right person and you know who John Cena is, they generally first thing out of their mouth is, "Oh, the wrestler." They don't say, "Oh, the movie star."
Oh, that WWE guy. Yeah. Or they at least know his theme song. They know that dude, the Paul Heyman.
You can't see me. Yeah. Easy, Paul. Wow, they gave them that's new music, is it not?
I think that at least the Titantron seems new.
They gave them matching uniforms.
That's been no. Kyle aren't matching.
All right, get a little booty.
You're talking about you're talking about the Smileys.
The Smileys are on the way to the ring for me.
Yeah, that's.
And I think this is a thing moving forward. And
I hope not.
I know, I'm positive.
Right, but Aliyah just looks like I get to hang out with my big sister. Yay!
Right? Well, fuck. You know, but she's happy. She's trying to sell it.
When the f is Aliyah not happy? Someone show me a clip of Aliyah not being happy. Show me a clip of Raquel not smiling ever since she's been called up.
I'm surprised we still got that. It's so phony. It's the problem. I don't care that she's happy. It's just
you're a big
she's
phony.
Forcing it. You're a phony.
You're a big phony.
Oh, fuck. But yeah, man, I just don't understand.
Well, I don't understand how Aliyah's still on the roster, let alone fucking in this match. First off,
man,
let's get there. I don't understand how Raquel. Why are they holding hands? But I don't get why Raquel is placated to this match. Like, that's a woman who should be like her, even a triple threat between her, Rhea, and Bianca. 3 badass women who are fucking powerhouses right there. There you go. And then just this is a layup for Kai and Sky, I feel.
But I think that, I mean, we got a good amount of time on the clock, Nick.
Right, a good amount of time for Sasha and Naomi to come out, do their whole entrance, the crowd to pop, they hold up the bells, they stare down.
We have a decent amount of time. Nobody knows how much spillover we have. I know sometimes the fans, where do you find out how much spillover there's going to be?
I have no idea. You got to know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody.
No,
you're going to know exactly how much they're going to go over. But beforehand, are you saying how much they are allotted?
Oh shit, look at the tandem offense. Aliyah, get out of the ring.
Oh, I just got her going for the roll-ups, and she's looking right at the camera going, what?
Wait. There's a moment coming up. I'm going to pause when you kind of catch up.
Right now, to me, this should have been, Io throws a punch on Aliyah. Oh.
No, this is going to be a fun. I think they're gonna let this go. It's going to be highlighted.
I get that, but that was a nice tandem move there.
But watch, she forgets to get up and leave. Like, she stays too long.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Go. Shoo.
We know.
I was saying this match should have been, I throw a punch, it lands, you fall, I win, fight over. What are we doing here? No one thinks that Raquel and Aliyah are winning this match.
So this is interesting. So now they're showing backstage for the other teams that have been knocked out. But so they really are, like, they really want this to feel important.
But you have Nikki and Tamina.
They're all
on one side, and you have Doudrop. It pains me to say that instead of Piper Niven, but you have Doudrop and Dana Brooke on the other side. And we saw last week to where they were sitting there arguing back. Nikki and Doudrop were arguing behind the interview going on.
So Trouble in Paradise. Nikki's still in the wrong costume. And I mean, really, dude, this. But they're trying to get
the way you set that up was perfect, though. So Trouble in Paradise, the fact that Nikki's still on the Raw roster, like, that's the Trouble in Paradise.
Right. But yeah, no, I mean, at least they're making it feel like it's important.
Aliyah,
look, the other women care.
Right. But we all still have to look at it sideways. We can't look at it dead on.
Well,
I have to look for my peripheral.
I really want to watch the match, but I don't. Oh, you just caught up there. The double knees?
Yes. Io with the double knees right into Aliyah's face, right against the ring steps.
In the face.
And Io's doing the championship. I love that, Todd.
Right. So now, Nick, we are hitting one of what I'm imagining is the last commercials tonight.
I would say last. We're in the last 10.
What?
But
ladies and gentlemen, I will remind everyone once again, we are here all week long. NXT tomorrow. We're looking forward to it. We're coming back on Dynamite. Why is the what in the middle?
No question the why.
What? Thursday, the podcast, Let's Rumble, special guest. Don't miss that one. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be fun. We're going to get a lot of, chit chat about a person that's high. How do we put this? On the tip of everybody's
What? Vince
tongue a lot
Russo,
of
what?
time.
You want to go and check out the news? What? Exclusive breaking news on what? Vince Russo might be.
You're turning into a parrot.
What?
What?
What? I didn't even mean that one.
Friday, doubleheader. Saturday, we have Clash at the Castle. Remember, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are here early. We're going to be here all afternoon. Get your snacks, get your treats, breakfast with the boys.
Brunch with the boys.
We're going to have a good time. And hopefully, girls welcome too. I know it's a wrestling channel, but we got to fluff that female number around here. But that being said, we're not done there. We're coming back with Worlds Collide, NXT UK invading NXT.
What?
That's going to be amazing. That's going to be crazy. And then hopefully, Nick,
The pièce de resistance.
it is the crown jewel of the whole weekend. Stole that one. But I really do hope.
Why do you compare it to the Saudi blood money?
Right. I really do hope that All Out on Sunday night is a highlight of the weekend. If it's a low light and we go into Monday crabby and cranky, I'm going to be pissed.
Well, I don't want to poo-poo everyone that was the diehard AW fans and everything. And I know there's going to be people that come for us, come with the pitchforks and the torches and everything, saying, you like AW. But no, I think this is very much. I've said this. This is a breaking point for AW. This is either going to be the turnaround and we right the ship, because we've heard all the chaos, we've heard all the rumors. They could still be trying to do it a storyline, but it feels very WCW, as we've been connected recently to put in connection with somebody from WCW. But yes, it feels very much of that vein of it's when WCW was in its last couple of years, you heard all these rumors and speculation. So I think if they pull something out like an MJF comes back, or somehow we somehow get a barn burner between Punk and Moxley, right? I doubt it. But we either get that or we get, honestly, I feel the first nail in the coffin when it comes to AEW.
Oh, dude, I hate the thought of it. But we'll see. I mean, Wednesday, they got some splaining to do, because Wednesday we need this card to round out.
But you shouldn't be relying on a go home show to finish out your fucking pay-per-view, especially when you only won like 5 a year.
It's really crazy. Oh, botch. But a little one. We're good. Everyone's moving along.
I was going to say, I got Roman and Drew, so I was waiting to see the botch there. I was like,
right.
I know they did.
Yeah.
Who's bringing the cold beer? What?
What?
Gonna have a Broken Skull IPA? What? I had 1 beer. What? 2 beers. What? I had and then a Bloody Mary.
And then a Bloody Mary.
Right. Lists on like 10 beers and then and a Bloody Mary. With the 2 count on Raquel. Folks, I haven't seen a whole lot of predictions. Who do you have for this match right now? I know it might be kind of a little bit,
is that legit?
Obvious as to who's going to win this, but is anyone pulling for the
what? This is tune in to hear what? What?
No.
Like we might be overdoing it at some point.
Right, that's the thing. Like I said, I get that everybody likes it. Don't worry. I might have something in the works so you can get your little what fix without having to hear me do it all the time.
Holy shit, Nick.
Whew. CJ cut the shit?
No, this one's just like cannonball.
Oh. That wasn't a...
Oh, son of a bitch. We are under...
Oh! What in the hell was that?
Right. So
Raquel just... There's no other way to put it besides she yeeted Io into Dakota, and both women are down right now.
She is... But see, to me, as the light, fluffy baby face, it doesn't work so well.
Well, no, she's supposed to be the powerhouse.
Yeah, but it's
it's almost honestly with how over, I guess, damage control, as you call them. Oh, twisting body splash.
What do you mean, as I call them? Don't other people call them damage control?
I haven't heard anyone else call them that.
I just made it up.
Oh, I thought you were. I thought that's literally you heard that and just.
Bro, I thought someone said damage control.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, probably.
But, as over as they are, they're almost teetering on that. They're the face, even though they're supposed to be the heel.
Yo, I gotta get you closer because you just talked through the pop. There you go.
Code red. Listen, you just got your Canadian superpowers over there.
Captain Man, it doesn't work for AEW. It's all right. I'm all fucked up on Wednesdays.
Right, that's the thing. It balances it out, and we're not super far off. We're still close.
We're still
not
close.
Like I'm getting shit like fucking half an hour after you.
Right. Oh! EO is down. Oh! And Nick choked on his drink.
Nah, it was one of those that EO just got turned inside out. She got turned from an outie to an innie.
Okay.
Bailey with the assist for the stomp.
Oh, the big gag, the haluva.
That's not what I heard. Oh, haluva kick.
Big moonsault.
If we get that 1, 2, 3, moonsault. 1, 2 count.
There we go.
Folks, keep an eye on the
clock.
EO can't believe it.
Uh-oh. Boo.
Oh.
I just want to point out.
The Babyface Brigade has come out with Bianca, Alexa.
Oh, Bud, your team's going to lose. Kai and Sky are going to lose.
No fucking way.
Look, the blind tag. There was a blind tag.
Not break something in this apartment. I'm sorry.
Wow.
If they lose.
Rod.
Oh, what the was that?
That was amazing, actually.
That was it was.
Look, the roll up. Oh no! Don't do it! Don't do it! Oh my God, they did it.
No! Why? No! No!
Okay, I don't think we're getting Sasha Banks. No, doesn't even make sense.
Why?
No.
Why?
Unless it's just because it's this, and that's what the. All right, give it to them because they're only going to have it for 2 weeks, 1 week, 6 days. What? Lose it on SmackDown. I don't give a fuck.
Should have never had it.
Yo, Aliyah has a belt in major professional wrestling.
Hell has frozen over, folks.
All right. They're happy, genuinely. All right. Wait, there's a lot of women in the ring. This would be a good time to bring them back.
Maybe they have Sasha and Naomi come back now because they know that they can beat, Aliyah and Raquel can easily take the L.
Right.
Please.
Dude, when I said it,
fix this.
I was just joking, and then it came true.
Don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
And even the running, like the unenthusiastic running after her,
the awkward, please move, cameraman.
Right, a little like jog after a human being.
You to look at me, sir. Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
I never thunk it.
Well, we got the Dark Order beating the House of Black on.
This is the equivalent. They're all wearing purple.
Right, absolutely. I should have never said that before because even the camera jumped, all of that, it looked super awkward. They're just like, oh my God, this is happening.
I thought it just because I'm
Why? They get pyro.
Oh, they're hyping it, man. Team Smiley. out there, Norman.
Puke and Powerful are the women's tag team champions right now over Kai and Sky. You ain't got the answers, Sway. Make it make sense. You ain't got the answers, Hunter.
What pyro? We got fireworks.
Pyro, we got fireworks. Fucking sparklers.
That's pyro. Howdy, y'all. Boss Monster. Good timing.
Right.
Yep. I mean, like, listen, kudos to her. She made it. I'm just shocked she fucking made it.
I that's the thing is I'm not saying anything about the person. I'm saying about the character.
But they gave him music. They gave him matching costumes. I almost said costumes, gear.
It's all purple like the Dark Order too.
That's your go home moment, by the way. Oh, Bobby.
Well, and that's to me. So people, like I said, people have come at us and everything because WWE's been on a heater. They've very much, the big bad bully on the block's woken up.
Right.
That's to me the first time Papa Paul, the cerebral era of WWE has laid an egg.
What if he can justify it in the sense of, one, you didn't see it coming. Two, we see something in these two. Aliyah's been around.
Cool. I don't see someone fucking sucker punch me in the face. That doesn't mean I want it to happen.
Listen, man, I'm shocked. I'm shocked like you, but it was a good match.
I'm shocked. I'm pissed.
Let's start with it was an entertaining main event.
It was a good match until the finish.
Fuck, I'm shocked. Yeah.
Right. Well, honestly, I'll give him credit. You shocked me. That's the first time I've been shocked and kind of speechless after a Raw.
Right.
Might not be a good way, though.
But could it be a case of they won't have it long?
Well, that's the only saving grace for this. That's the only saving grace is that we couldn't have. Well, I think it might have been somebody last night that was asking about what if we got a winner takes all match at Clash of the Castle because we would have both belts on opposite teams. So I guess the only saving grace is we have control. We're still building them. Like you said, Team Smiley doesn't hold it for all of that long. They hold it for a cup of coffee.
Right. Boss Monster getting some love. Raw gets 8 out of 10 from A-Town. 7 out of 10. If you're new here, folks, don't forget. You can't forget. You didn't know. If you're new here, folks, we give a rating out of 10 at the end of every show, if we can make it there. But let us know.
We always make it there.
Listen, I'm bewildered. I think that's twice I used that word, so that's how you know I'm actually it. I have no idea what just happened. 7 out of 10.
What the?
Victor!
I am bewildered. I am befuddled. I'm
8.
I feel like a buffoon. If we're going with all the fancy B words, the multiple syllable words. But
6.5. Now we're dipping a little.
5.
See?
5 piece.
You're half a Spears. Right? 5.
All right. Yeah. But the KO Jey Uso match of the night
was great.
Hard on, hands down. Right. What else was super great on the show? We already complained about how the only one that looks like a badass in the whole feud involving Damian Priest, Finn Balor, Edge, Rey Mysterio, Dominic Mysterio. The only one that looks like a badass in this whole situation is Rhea Ripley. We just had the Dork Order of women's tag team win the women's tag belts on fucking Kai and Sky, your team that just debuted and returned at SummerSlam. The big trio that you're building up right before Clash of the Castle. I guess I should have gone with that. Of course,
but they got
who goes over at the pay-per-view must lose. Must
Bailey
go under
goes over at the pay-per-view.
Right. But still, just why?
Well, the babyface cost, blah, 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 blah.
Did they really? They briskly jogged Bailey off.
Right. Yeah, Bailey kind of tucked tail and ran real quick and she wasn't.
Well, if you had 3 women coming, I don't care who you are. If you got 3 people that want to mess you up coming after you, I know I'm not good at math, but 3 is more than 1.
Right. I didn't know how many it would take to beat me up, but I knew how many we're going to use.
Exactly.
Right.
I don't know how many people it's going to take to whoop my ass, but I don't want to find out.
Right. But 6 out of 10 from DeMarcus. I hope Sasha Banks and Naomi come back and take the women's tag team. Well, that would be the hope at this point for sure.
Damian and Zach, I see you too. I don't want to talk about it. I've been saying literally everything I've predicted. Now I know how you felt with Bray. Of just everything that I predicted has imploded.
Listen, never ever get cocky about your wrestling prediction game because you get on a heater and then all of a sudden shit goes sideways.
It's like gambling. Just the second you think you're up and you're winning, you're going to take the house down, you fucking get kicked in the dick.
Right. And then the funniest shit, when you're using all the logic in the world, you're like, wrong.
Right, wrong.
Throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks. You're
like,
ding. Watch,
I don't even know who Aliyah is.
All that the musician I said earlier is going to come
He's
true.
Still alive?
Right. Now they gave it pyro. They gave it a hype package.
They gave it sparklers.
Feel like it mattered.
Roman candles.
Roman candles. Not everything.
Tell me right now. Let's play Swear to God. Swear to God, you had Aliyah ever winning a championship in WWE. She would make it this far in budget cut season.
Right. I mean, that's kind of now her the underdog that did it. And
the girl who lived.
Listen, I mean, I try and give her some love. She's a good old Canadian girl, but I just haven't. She hasn't done anything or done enough. But I haven't seen her really wrestle to a way where I'm like, I should see more of this. Not really.
Right.
Pick up front a new women tag team champion. Pick up front a new. There you go. Okay. Good call, Zach. I'm okay as long as Drew has his sword. Boss, the sword does not need to join. Naomi and Sasha have to turn heel.
Do they, or does
they can't?
The Smiley Bunch turn heel.
You can't do what you did with Seth. You can't do what you did with Becky. Actually, both people had that. Where everyone was like, Becky going heel on a return. Man, you could have rode that. Oh my God, she's back so far. Right. Same thing here. I don't think you can go that way.
When you sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just gonna say the women that had enough looked at the big bad boss man who are now even looks worse. All right, somebody really stuck it to Vince McMahon and didn't have to sign an agreement about it. Really, you have them return on that kind of momentum. The place is going to lose it. You can't have them go heel. I don't think out of the gate.
Right. It's like you even said right there. It's like when Becky came back at SummerSlam because Sasha couldn't go.
Right.
The pop that she got, it instantly killed any sort of, I guess, heat that she was supposed to get by squashing Bianca. You just kind of had everyone that was like, huh. They weren't upset. Yeah. They weren't excited. They were just kind of like, huh, I don't know how to cheer for this. I like Becky, but she's a dick, so I don't know what to do.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's what happens. You temper the reaction. So, yeah, it's a little unfortunate. But, yeah, I don't think they can come back. I think it would be a bad move. They're going to be
You have Team Smiles go heel. You have it get you. We've talked about it right now, and I guess if I'm going to still go into the Ultimate Booker mode of you have Raquel and Aliyah especially, this goes to her head of, this is the poison chalice of she's finally won a championship. So she's, Smeagol, she must hold on to it and everything. So she starts to just they turn a little bit heel, turn a little bit heel, turn a little bit heel, turn a little bit heel. Well, and especially if you're going to have Sasha and Naomi come back, they're going to be baby faces. You can't have them out of the gate be heel. How are you going to boo someone that told Vince McMahon, go fuck yourself, and then still came back and is coming out on top?
Right? That's the thing. You really can't do it. I mean,
Right.
the Aliyah thing's funny because a couple things went through my mind. Earlier when I said, oh, KO and Sammy would be awesome because when they break up, it's going to be great. This doesn't apply here. Ding. No. Zero.
No one cares. No one cared that they won. No one cares when they split. No one cares that they exist as a team.
No. And then the other part of that becomes where you were talking about maybe they could go heel, but realistically, I don't think they can. Like, they're not believable. They're
not believable, period.
Right?
No one tells me, no one smiles as much as Raquel Rodriguez smiles unless they're being held at gunpoint in a hostage situation.
They should legit be the Smiles Club and make it their gimmick. Like, people wear smiles to the ring. Like, that's
they have a smiley face,
right?
You
smiles everywhere.
They're gonna start doing that,
right?
Just I'm aggravated.
John Cena is Batista family. I don't know what that means. Jocko, thank you for being here again, right in time. How about you and have Naomi come back and join the Bloodline? A lot of people have asked for that over time.
I'll say this. I feel like with the Bloodline and with Roman especially being, this omnipotent force in WWE, you can see the ending coming. That's the thing, is you see the end of the book coming. So I think if you were going to do the Naomis, and I think even maybe with Solo, it might be a little too late. We might get Solo doing like we saw with KO trying to do with Sammy tonight.
Right.
So now is more when the wheels might start falling off versus when we need to start loading up the, tailgate. So I think we might be a day late and $1 short on that.
Absolutely. Let the Smileys keep the titles until Toxic Attraction returns.
They shouldn't have had it to keep it.
That's not a bad shout. I like that. What Toxic Attraction shows up and then
no, that Smileys have the belt. That's what I was saying was the best show.
I mean, let's deal with the full picture here, Nick.
Fine.
I know we're all upset.
Right. You're a big picture. I'm Captain Excitement here.
Right. I want Alexa Bliss to become the Raw Women's Champion again one day.
It'll happen. I just don't know when.
Remember, like she got a ton of love from both NXT and, she's had a good WWE career. I imagine she'll return to that if she stops hugging the doll.
Oh, absolutely. We had those whole stories before about how she, was quote unquote unhappy about her character. She was unhappy with where creative, kind of had nothing for her. Granted, that was all under Vince, but now she's in, pretty much the prominent women's match going into Clash of the Castle.
Yep. Sasha Banks is better as a heel. I agree. By far. Natural heel. I don't know what that means.
That one.
How about you have Naomi come back?
We got that one.
Got that one.
It's not a smile. It's a grimace.
It's a grimace. It looks strange.
Grin and Barrett is little. That should be their. That's their tag team name. Grin and Barrett.
Oh no!
No, yeah. Well, hold. Sorry.
Pause.
You went away with that. I wasn't trying.
How do I get blamed? That's bullshit.
You're not me.
Let the Smileys keep that. We got that one. Something about Becky doesn't seem right. What do you mean?
The new Becky? Could it be the fact that she has a broken shoulder, or is it because the Lady Gaga outfits? There's a whole lot that doesn't feel
There's
right.
A lot
I'm sure, especially we should start with the separated shoulder. I'm sure that really doesn't feel right now for Becky.
It probably didn't feel good, but the good news is she won't be out. Like usually, a separated shoulder 4 to 6 weeks ish. Take a little bit of time, so maybe a couple months. Not too bad.
But still, do we at least get the Becky pop in Wales? Like that's going to be the interesting thing now is how much do they just go for the UK pops?
Yeah, I mean,
and especially because that crowd's going to be huge.
Yeah, but you can't just like fucking train out like every British wrestler you can find. Like yeah,
because WWE's never done anything like that before.
again, I'm the hopium's got me thinking maybe not to that extent, but could she come out? Yeah, she could. But what would be the point?
I admit that's very much a reach, but like I said earlier, I guess because we haven't given our ratings yet, and folks, still let us know your ratings. We are still kicking around right now, so let us know your ratings for Monday Night Raw, the go home show, the last live show for WWE before they head over to Wales for Clash of the Castle. Well, no, I gave it a 5. What did you give it?
You did give it a 5. I'm gonna give it a 6. And to be honest, I was tempted to go like 6.5. And why that is I really enjoyed the KO Uso match, Jay Uso match.
That's the match that sells the whole night, though. That's the only thing. That's the only thing that was the predominant outlier.
Yeah, no, I really like that. I really liked the women's tag title match, foregoing the surprise ending.
It was all right. It had its moments, and then the ending just killed it. It's one of those.
And you know what?
You booked yourself. I don't get it. What?
You know what? I will go. I know Victor said. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Victor said 6.5 as a thing. I kind of agree with him. Like 6.5 for me. Yeah, you know what? We're overlooking the Seth Riddle thing and how amazing that was. It was outstanding.
Touché. That's included in that 5.
Right.
But that's the thing is for every Seth Rollins Riddle segment, for every KO versus Usos match, you had Team Smiles winning the tag belts. You had Rio looking like the only badass in the entire situation happening.
How'd you feel about the Angle situation? You just made his face. How did you do that?
Yeah, because that's the most he could say. That man said all of 10 words tonight.
It's fucked.
Right. So why? It's one of those, why do that? Why make a match?
Because he was nearby, and it's a cheap click.
Right, but I get that. So you have him come out, you do the cheap pop and everything like that, and I halfway get it, but you kill it when you go. So if Alpha Academy wins, not only does Kurt Angle join the Alpha Academy, you could have left it there. We're fine. We're good.
Right.
But also if they win, Kurt Angle has to be basically Chad Gable's servant.
Right.
Indefinitely, I guess. But just no. Why? Because then we know that that's clearly not going to happen. So now I know who's going to win the match.
Yeah, no, instantly. The minute they announced that, we're like, oh, all right, we know where this is going to go. And we kind of did anyway. But now you listen, Chad Gable is working with me. Otis, to me, you could do without. You could replace him with someone better, and it would really help Gable kind of get himself back
Who
over.
would be better for that? I think Otis is great. I like him in this role of being the kind of big powerhouse. He's like a little Mark Henry.
I like that comparable. All right, I'll let you have it. It's late. Chris is pissed off. Yeah, I bet you are, buddy.
Why? Bailey didn't lose. Kai and Sky lost. Right?
That lotion went right back in the top drawer. He got cut off at the pass. It's a rough one. 4 out of 10. Whoa. Hagen going 4. Lashley versus
that's the thing is you're not getting those. We've had it before on here to where we're trying not to give it, a 9 and everything, and now we're struggling to give it a 6.
That was a quarter 9. I mean,
right. Well, and like I said, that's the thing is, I guess it's for those people that because WWE has been on a heater and because we're on all the time and everything, they think that we're partial to one way. It's one of those that no, this is WWE stumbling out of the blocks here.
I don't know about that. Like, I still think, I looked through the whole show. There was some holes. Again, I don't like the Mysterio stuff. The Judgment Day stuff wasn't great. Priest was okay. Again, I think stretched out, if that's compressed 2 hours, we're laughing, we get to go home. But man, I don't think it's stumbling. It just, not every show is going to be a banger.
Did you like Bobby Lashley versus Miz?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't love it.
So one of the bigger hyped up matches that they had tonight was
Okay, so I
Conquer.
got a 6.5. I take some points off.
Right, but that's what I'm saying is that this is them coming back down to earth.
Ding dong. Boss monster. I just assumed it was Chris. No, I agree with you. It is. No, I wouldn't say that quick, but we'll see what happens next week coming off the heels of Clash.
Right.
Right.
Well, Juice, I'm glad someone's happy because I sure the hell ain't.
I don't know. I'm curious, but no.
Right. Explain why you're excited about that, Juice.
Yeah, I don't know.
What do you see in those two besides their fucking pearly whites? Because that is smiling all the time.
Team Smile Club.
Right. With shiny teeth and me.
I think Sasha Banks and Naomi make the return on SmackDown. That's my prediction. No, it's already recorded.
Taped. Somebody somewhere would have leaked that out by now.
Yeah.
Trust me, ain't nobody can keep nothing a secret anymore.
Not in that venue.
Oh Christ! It got leaked out before by one of the guys on NXT when Keith Lee won the belt.
Right? Do you remember that?
Right.
Who was the out? Someone else. What was it? Was that when they released Sanga, or was it?
Might have been.
Right.
I think he might have been the one that took it.
Right. So they released him for it, but then they brought him back.
Was this a Paul Heyman Raw or Triple H Raw? We don't know that Paul Heyman's actually yet involved in any of the creative. He's still, quote unquote, selling the injury from the F5 from SummerSlam. But if I was going to take a guess, this is a fucking Stephanie McMahon Raw.
Oh, shit. I'm blaming Bruce.
Ah, yeah, shit. He's still on there. Fucking catch-all right there.
At the end of the day, I mean, again, it wasn't a fucking dumpster fire. It was all right.
But that's the thing. It's the law of diminishing returns that AEW's dealt with and WWE's kind of dealing with it now is you keep raising the bar. And then when you don't hit that, it fucking feels like you're all the way down here versus here.
Yeah, but I think that's a part of the problem sometimes with the fan base is you kind of got to ride that way. Like again, you can only peak so much.
It's a go home show for a pay-per-view, for their biggest pay-per-view, their first pay-per-view back over the UK.
I mean, again, for them, they want to highlight the importance of this title, right? We didn't like the outcome. So kind of to your point, the go home show ends up being a little flat.
Yes, let's highlight the belt that was formerly the thing that helped Johnny Ace close up his row because fucking Sasha and Naomi didn't want it. So let's highlight that by giving it to Aliyah and Raquel Rodriguez. I want to emphasize that Aliyah has a world title right now in WWE.
It's crazy. It's crazy that Aliyah did it. I think if you go that way, Nick, you pull it out in the start of the second hour, maybe third. Second, I'll be nice. But yeah, I mean, I guess just because we didn't get what we wanted doesn't make it bad. But on the grand scheme of things, it doesn't feel like the way you wanted to go with it. It would have been really cool. EO and Dakota show up at Clash, and they're the women's. It makes them even more legitimate going into that 3-way match or six-way match.
6-woman tag.
Thank you. I'll get there, folks. It's getting late. Blame the Beaver,
Kevin Dunn. Fucking Bucky.
That should be on a t-shirt. That should be on a t-shirt minus Kevin Dunn.
Ho ho ho.
I go. The go home show was flatter than my.
Nope.
Yeah, flatter than my. Yeah, your girl.
Nope, I didn't even want to click on that one either.
What is happening? Things bad because no, I think we're almost there.
Well, no, because we had this one too, with our buddy there, CJ.
What was the cut the shit moment? Well, let's guess. Nick, what's your cut the shit moment?
I think Victor just nailed mine here.
Oh, I think yeah.
A-Town, it was a mixed reaction to Aliyah and Raquel winning the women's tag title. Yeah. I was using ultimate control right there.
Right?
Something didn't get thrown, that I didn't rage quit.
Listen, I joked, but I kind of put that nonsense out in the air. And now part of me wishes I didn't. Like, crazy. But I don't know. I'm worried that they fucked up the titles. Like we brought them back.
You can't fuck up what you already fucked up.
That's it. They just fucked it up. They stomped it. Like,
right, but that's the thing is we were smoking the hopium. We're like, there's no way that they can let this jobber of a tag team win. And I mean this in all respectfully to Raquel, because woman, you should be competing for the single stuff. You shouldn't be paired up with Aliyah. That was a mishmash thrown together ass tag team. Put Aliyah with fucking Dana Brooke for all I give a shit.
No, that's worse.
Doesn't right, but that's what I'm saying is that
like, wait a minute,
Ty and Sky should have not lost this tournament at all if you're going to try and take these titles seriously.
Why do wrestling companies keep fucking up wrestling tournaments? It's a common trend lately.
Yeah.
Well,
especially
folks,
when it involves female athletes, surprisingly.
Well, folks,
bunch of wrestling nerds can't figure out women. Who would have thought?
Nick's staying all night tonight. We got one more click. I'll give one more click. What do we got? Juice. By the way, thank you for showing up, Juice.
I was going to say, I'll go until you cut my mic off.
Probably. They're trying to get Raquel and Aliyah a little more popular. Yeah, you don't start that by giving them the belts, though, Juice. That's my only concern. It was kind of quick.
I was going to say, what's more than none?
But I don't think they'll have it long. I think they were going for the wow factor.
That's the only thing I is my saving grace here. What I hope is that they don't have it for any sort of time. They're a blip on the radar.
Maybe. Asuka and Alexa Bliss should have been in the Fatal Four. Yeah, they really should have. They kind of overlooked that.
But it was the first rounders that lost, and especially because they had them to where the winner had to also then turn around and fight that night. Which I still say Sonya and Natalya should have gone over in that, because Sonya versus Natalya versus Kai and Sky would have been a better match than this. Even if Sonya and Natalya would have won, I would have taken that better than literally the dark order of this fucking tournament, the jobber upon jobbers, the Job Squad 2.0, and of course they're wearing purple like them bastards too.
Right.
And I love the dark order. I don't take this any sort of type of way. This is not meant in any sort of respectfully. But they absolutely had no business being in that final. They had no business winning that match.
Right.
And you shot your newest trio, your newest kind of women's faction right in the foot, right out of the gate.
Right. And to Victor's point, Alexa and Asuka didn't even get out of the first round. So I don't know what to tell you.
Second. No, they won the first round. They lost the second.
Okay, there you go.
3 rounds.
Oh, there you go. Juice is on your side. I'm just reporting. Don't shoot me. NXT Women's Tag Team Champion with Dakota Kai.
Playing to that, God damn it! You didn't even do that.
That was good though.
Right, but I'm saying if you would have had it to where she's like Raquel's beat up because she's got a torn because she's got to pin Dakota for the 1, 2, 3 or something. Make it fucking compelling at least. That was sloppy jalopy finish into Job Squad 2.0 winning.
But they play, like I said, they play up the whole inner, babyface team comes down, Bailey runs away, everybody gets distracted, fight happens, everybody goes home.
Right, but did they look like any sort of a threat? They briskly jogged like they were fucking on a treadmill to try and come down and go after Bailey. That wasn't any sort of, I'm going to whoop your ass. That's, I guess this is what we're doing now.
Victor said who'd they beat?
I don't want to talk about it. Kai and Sky. Victor, you know goddamn well who they beat.
I think he's saying who did Asuka and Alexa beat in the first round. A job
was
team?
That Nikki ASH and Dewdrop?
Yes, that sounds about right. Well, on that wonderful note, Tamina. Oh, that's right, Dana Brooke and Tamina.
Oh,
we were close. We're out of tag teams at that point, so
we were still in the 24/7 division,
right? Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was 3 hours and change, 3.5 hours to be honest, of Monday Night Raw. We'll be back tomorrow, NXT 2.0. Then we go through Dynamite all week long. You know what we do. Don't forget, go to SeatGeek.com, pick a concert, event, whatever you want of your choice, and save $20 by using the code Wrasslin. Don't forget, you can also go to All Wrestling Tees. We got some new stuff dropping. We got some things coming your way. Thursday is going to be a crazy Let's Rumble. Fuck me up. Stay tuned for NXT tomorrow, like Victor said. Your final thoughts on this wonderful Raw night?
What? I'll leave it on that. That was my last reaction to Monday Night Raw. Seeing that pinfall. What?
What? Well, ladies and gentlemen, what the hell happened? What the hell is going to happen? New champions. Congrats, Aliyah and Raquel. And until then, we'll see you on the flip side. He's got to calm down. Bye.